That's killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system. Move back left. You don't want to change from 4-3. Yeah, let's go. What's going on, people? It's the Jerry James Show. As you guys know already, on your way in, please smash the like. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and if you're new to the channel and all of that. Today, we got a special one, an interesting one, something I like to, I wanted to call the op review. The ops are here. And as you guys can tell, we got Roms here, is obviously a regular. Oh. But we got some new additions as well. And I'm going to start off with one of our own, innit? One of the main men, one of the writers of Klopp Zone. We're going to start off with him, man. And it's Ish.
Swear down.
He's making his debut. Yeah, swear down. You got to start
swear down.
Well, he's got the goated captions as well, bro. Go check out the equalizer.
Listen, yeah.
I know about the equalizer.
Ish is with us today, making his debut, giving us that insight. Do you know what I mean? That Prem knowledge, that football knowledge. Look, appreciate to have you on the show, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, an intro, man. I was feeling the love, bro. Feeling the love. But yeah, Jerry, love for having me on. You know, it's all love. Even though me and you go back and forth on a group chat all the time, always disagreeing and stuff. But no, it's always respectful. Appreciate your opinion every time. But yeah, let's get to work. We've got a few things to
big up. And obviously, Roms, I don't have to introduce Roms. Roms is a regular on the channel. But how you doing anyway, man?
Thanks for having me again, bro. It's always a blessing to be on this channel, bro. Jerry, you got the knowledge. Fellow Liverpool fan, what more can you ask for, man?
Good. Now, we got the ops in the building, as you guys can see it. And you know what, I'm gonna start with the guy at the bottom there, because he's got a grin on his face.
My best friend.
I don't know whether he's gonna cook us, so he knows he's gonna get cooked. He's trying to prepare himself. But we got none other than Guna Lee in the building. How you doing, man?
You know what, I'm good, but I have to pick you up on something. You know that? Because I heard Rom say always with the knowledge, but I'm thinking like man supports Liverpool, so where's the knowledge at? Where's the knowledge at?
Started already.
Where's the knowledge? Is that knowledge?
Right. I think I've got more knowledge about Arsenal than yourself, and that's what's deep. And I guarantee you, Isha's got more knowledge about Arsenal than you got. Listen, as far as I'm aware, you were a Liverpool fan. When I first met you, you were a Liverpool fan. So I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, every man goes through a dark day, bro. I had mine. You get me?
And you're about to go through some more.
Wait, is that a joke?
He was a Liverpool fan last season, bro.
I was going through a tough time, bro.
2 seasons ago, last season, he was a Liverpool fan.
No.
Really, I don't really happy again.
2 years ago, I was in another country. Listen, I moved to Dubai. I was living in another country, innit? Like, man was just going through it. It was peak, bro. Arsenal were losing 5 games at home.
Got Arsenal in Dubai, bro. Why you
Ideally, you can't at me again in everything. Jerry, you should have said
whatever I say. It's
Liverpool always listen, anyone in the chat, listen, we got to introduce another big man as well, but everyone in the chat, I need to span throughout the whole discussion today. Liverpool lead. You've cut out, Lee.
That's what the mic does. When you chat shit, the mic will just, you know what I mean?
When he starts waffling, anything to do with Arsenal, we just got to cut him out.
Hey, don't kill me.
Hey, Lee, your mic is moving off, innit? But sort that out. Yeah, I think you've muted yourself.
Doing the world a favour. Fun Arsenal fans, bro.
Oh, is it working?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, man. Well, obviously, and then to my right on the screen, we got. Listen, I'm blessed to have him. It's going to be controversial. The man himself, Kaz from MUFC Kaz, and obviously from Never a Foul as well. How you doing, my guy?
I'm blessed. I got some curry goat on me. I'm getting energized. I'm getting that good red meat that I need, curry mutton and all sorts. Let's go. Ready for this battle.
Yeah, you're going to need it. You're going to need it.
Well, I'm not going to be funny. All I'm looking at... No. I'm going to explain myself here. Look, there's a reason why I'm probably in the middle right now, yeah. We got Nando's, yeah. You got your main, you got your full chicken right now. You got some side dishes down there, some spicy rice. Got a bit of corn on the cob. Coleslaw over there. And my man, obviously, a bit more upgraded. Some Perry fries in it, does Klopp zone and that. So got to bring that up into the side. So let's go, man.
Just know when it's Arsenal, we're the main. You get me?
You know what
main? You think you're finishing third, bro? What kind of main? That's like saying that's like the dish where you know the butterfly breast when they first come out, fam. It was not good. It was not good. It's just, come on, man.
Any Man United fan like getting rejected left, right, and centre, yeah, and your main man wants to bust out now. You can't talk to me about being the main, bro. Come on.
But who got rejected?
Listen.
Wait.
I'm hearing stories.
Wait. Oh, I like to hear that you're hearing stories when the W's already gone off for anyone in the league that you got hijacked for Rafinha by Chelsea, yeah. Then Barcelona done their thing, and you're about to get the same thing with Martinez. So who's getting rejected?
My goal ain't leaving the club. You get me?
Look, we're gonna get into that, guys. We're gonna get into all the nooks and crannies and everything. But before we do that, I'm just gonna obviously run through some of the people in the chat and stuff just to big them up. So big up Raheem in the chat. Look, you got a City fan in the building.
Never a foul. Big up Raheem. But he's one of the
What's going on? We've got Cream and Bone as well. There's some new people in today, so big up. Big up Usman as well. As you're seeing there, man, he's already started. Liverpool Lee, Bowser Lee, he's Scouser, and he's getting peak.
Man, them know about me, bro. Man, them know about me, man.
Trudon saying, how is being a Liverpool fan a dark time? If that's a dark time, being an Arsenal fan must be a permanent eclipse.
Nah,
started already.
My team's up there, man. Listen, my team. Remember, you know what? I think so, man. Like Trudon, you need to go and do your research because Liverpool were the first team that were on that Channel 5 hype, man. So you know what? Every man goes to their dark days. As I said to you. Every man.
Everybody's hurt. Man said Warrior. Just cussing Sterling.
Man said
I used to rush home from school for 5:15 kickoff. In daylight.
Man said
man don't know about the Channel 5 hype because the man don't remember that. So come on, let's behave. Let's behave. You get me?
And them dark days weren't too far, man. What about the other dark days with Jay Spearing and Stuart Downing?
Okay.
It wasn't dark because we didn't know what dark was. Do you get it? At them times, it was just that was as good as it got. You guys are going through the dark time. Do you know what I mean? We weren't at that level. That's the difference.
I remember when Stoke smacked you like 6-0, innit?
6-1.
Bro, that was Gerrard's last game.
Last game. That was
big Steven Gerrard.
Do you know what I mean? A rubber duck. That was a dead rubber.
It's mad, isn't it? It's like you only think about it. This was only 8 years. Like, was it about 8 years ago? Like, only, you know how quick things can change up in a few years. It's mad,
you say that until it's 10 years, isn't it? And then it becomes 20 years.
I see what you're doing. Now,
yeah.
Cool. Well, what do you mean? It's been 20 years for you, man, fam.
Yeah, listen, no, let's get it correct. If we're going to be facts, it's been 18 years. That's the first thing. And the second thing, in the last 6 years, and because remember last week you didn't remember the last 6 years, you ain't won Jack Squiggly, yeah. So come on, let's behave.
Let's remember. Change from 5 to 6 now.
Yeah, let's remember. If we're going to do facts, let's listen, because I know a certain politician had to bust out today because he didn't get them facts correct. So if you're going to do it, you're going to be following him at the door as well. You're going to be following him at that door as well. Come on, you got to do it correct.
Hey, I thought these are.
You got me choking, fam.
Boris.
No, you know what it is, yeah. But you know what it is with Lee, yeah. I like the way he banters, bro, because at the end of the day, yeah, this is the difference between I think this circle as well, yeah. Obviously, I don't know much of you, Equalizer, just yet, but you seem quite humble with it. But I'm just saying, like, you can banter, but you know when to stop, fam, and just bring out some facts and stuff just to keep it mellow. There's some man, no names, because I would love to drop about 5 names off the bat right now that I wish I'd stopped streaming with, but from like last year, yeah, they will just go on and on to the point where your head will blow off, and it's like, bro, now you're making it toxic. So,
and before we go on, I just want to make everyone know in the chat, it's all love, it is all appreciation. We are killing it, bantering. Listen, Jerry showing me love, Roms, everyone showing me love, like all the time. Daps, Kaj, so like it's always appreciation and love, man. Raheem, man. Get off my back, man. What's going on?
You know how much love there is. Yeah, I despise United. But I started watching Trafford Tunnel with Cass and Ty, bro. They're doing big things. I hate United, but after dropping something, big up Cass, man.
Big up towards.
I've actually got your next season shirt right now in the corner of my room. Not for me though, it's because I'm selling it to someone. But I've got Liverpool's next season shirt.
I say slap it on.
Listen, when no one's watching later, just put it on. Feel
put it on in it. See how that's it.
I'm not joking, yeah. Send me $5 each.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I heard if you put a Liverpool chop on, you start crying and whinging straight away. It's automatic.
You would know, innit?
I can't wait. I can't wait for your
documentary,
documentary. I can't wait for your documentary.
I've got one as well, you know.
Word.
I've never. You can't blame me. I'm just relaying the news I heard. But don't shoot the messenger. You get me? I just heard when you put a Liverpool top on, certain man start crying and moaning and doing all these fake positives and and then sorry, the other thing is you get asthma straight away. You get asthma straight away. Apparently,
asthma. I knew you were gonna drop this. I knew you were gonna drop this.
I knew this was got a limited courtship.
All right, cool. We're gonna move on. Just obviously the last comment there is Pablo. Big up Pablo is asking me to confirm which team Lee actually supports. Listen, that's the question. There's one thing that Lee says, and then another thing that he talks about. He's always in the Liverpool channels. I don't know what's going on. You're trying to show us more. Do you know what I mean? None of us have got our team's kits here. Do you know what I mean? But we know
he's doing too much. He's doing too much.
You only got a point to prove.
I was in Dubai. It was a week time. You get me? I was living in Dubai. You get me? So like I was going through a week time. Arsenal were just getting battered every week, and I just I had enough. No. Come on, I didn't cop no Liverpool top. Man.
The socials like Liverpool Lee. I remember.
And before you know it, yeah. Last comment before we go on. So what happens when you're like 10th or something like that? You're gonna start singing "You Never Walk Alone."
Listen. I tell you what, boy. Them times I was trying to walk alone. I was trying to join the gang. I was trying to do everything.
He latched onto us during our successful period and then bounced. As soon as Arsenal started getting a bit of clout, he bounced.
Get me, man. I just had to relay.
Behaviors repeated, innit? Behaviors repeated. So guys, don't be surprised if you see. Do you know what I mean? Lee might join Klopp Zone. Dish. He might join Klopp Zone. Do you know what I mean?
There's space for everyone, man. There's space for everyone. You got to
take everyone out.
You got the talent. I see it.
All right. So obviously, this is the op review. So as you guys have seen in the thumbnail, very self-explanatory. We're just gonna run through the main teams and see obviously how they've done business in the summer window. Do you know what I mean? Are they more competitive than they were last season? How's the summer business going? So obviously, I think there's no better place to start. And we already spoke. I mean, you mentioned it there. We mentioned it a couple of times to do with the whole Raf situation. We might as well start with Arsenal. Now, Lee, I want you to obviously summarize to us what on earth's going on at Arsenal. Because
do you know what?
It's been a couple of weeks since our stream the other day, and it looks like it's looking bad. It's looking bad. I went from hearing some of your colleagues at AFTV screaming about how the barbecues. it's a light, it's setting and stuff. And now I'm hearing that at a barbecue, there's no food on the grill yet. You've been there for 5 hours and it's dead.
I got a question for Kaz and Lee. After Lee goes, I got a question for the both of them as well.
Do you know what? Yeah, like in all seriousness, innit? I think what everyone on this chat, everyone in this group chat has to kind of like remember is the window's just opened. Like. Man are actually not deep in it. I think what's more worrying is that because people think, because the season starts in, I think it's actually less than a month now, that everyone's panicking in it. But we got time. We have so much time. So everyone needs to just take a bit of a chill pill. Now, obviously, my guys, my peoples at AFTV, we get a bit excited at times, innit? And a lot is said at times. But at the end of the day, I'm relatively chilled, innit? There's stuff cooking. Like Arsenal ain't gonna go into the season with the team that we currently have. It's impossible for us to do that. We're clearly showing that we have money because we put money on the table apparently for Rafinha. There's money that's been there for Lisandro Martinez apparently. So we clearly have money. We ain't acting like broke boys FC like Liverpool doing what they're doing with the whole like having to resign players because they can't go out there and explore in the market, innit? And they have to show they're one of their goats to kind of give the money to their other players. We're not trying to do that right now. So what we've done is we've brought in a couple of players, which is facts, and then we're obviously going to try to go from there and try and got a couple of players in, and then we're gonna move from there. But I just want everyone to just chill, like bring it down a meter or two, because right now the season ain't started. We got time, and listen. Something's on the grill right now. Something's on the grill, and it's simmering. Like it's simmering, man. Every man just take a chill. Like we're in a slow cook right now, man. You know when you get the little beef ribs and you slow cook it. Woo! What?
But would it get burnt? Like, you might leave it there for too long, it might get burnt, bro.
You know what? Tell you what, I'll be honest with you. It's depending on man's taste. Some people like it burnt. Some people like it raw. Some people like it medium rare. You get me? So every man's just however man likes the little chicken.
Question for you and Cash, yeah? Because again, like Jerry alluded to at the start of the stream, I've not really delved into Arsenal and United's transfer news the last day or two. But Lisandro Lopez, like a yo-yo. 1 minute it's Arsenal, 1 minute it's United. Who's favourites at this point?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think Man United are, and I think the issue is that the manager was there before. There was apparently some sort of negative relations with him. I don't really believe that, but you know what? If Man United want to get him, cool. Because every man that goes to Man United, they turn out to be bums anyway. They're jokers. They're clowns. Any man that is Man United at this moment in time, I don't want you at my club because you have no brain cells. You are like there's something wrong with you, innit? Because Man United are washed.
Sancho is better than your whole attacking lineup, bro. Let's put it like when it comes to ability alone. Don't do this. You know what's funny, yeah, Lee? Yeah, you know what's funny, yeah. Let's settle it a little bit. Let's settle it a little bit, yeah. You're talking about a club that's had no coaching in it, yeah? Why are you man laughing? You're talking about a team that has no coach, and you know we have had no coach since LVG, my guy. So on that notice, we haven't had nothing. Now we got someone that actually coaches his players on the field without leaving it to the other dusty coaches that we had. So he's brought that in. Steve McLaren, I'm not gonna say he's not a manager, bro, but everyone knows he's always been a good assistant. He's been under Ferg, he's been under it. Like he's got experience. There's like and like typically players like him, he knows how to handle players and personalities at the end of the day. Put some respect on it a little bit. It can't get worse at Man United, but I can say it won't get much better straight away. I can be realistic. But I'm just gonna say Sancho's got more ability in his left toe than your whole lineup, fam, including Saka, fam.
Let's leave it. I'm going to get back to the transfers, but let me just keep it real with you. It's going to get worse. You ain't at the bottom, my brother. You ain't.
Yeah, it might get worse. It might get worse, though. When you said it can't get worse,
this is what I like, though. But this is what I like. Because you know what? Last year, you know what I like here? You know what's best about this year? Is the fact that last year, I don't know why, but these pundits are saying that we should be going winning the league because we finished second and all that. If you're a realistic fan of that and you're not a dickhead and want to back your boy Ollie and all that kind of stuff, I already knew he was going to flop. The whole thing was going to flop. You can already smell it. It was already brewing. Do you get what I mean? So I'm just thinking like, all right, cool. They expect us to do bad. They say, that's good for us, man. Keep us out the limelight a little bit because the limelight's not going to be on us. I guarantee it's just always in a chokehold. Arsenal's coming to the fruitions. I don't know why Chelsea never get highlighted. They seem to have this...
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're coming for them too. Don't worry, we're coming for them.
Yeah, after the Champions League win, the pressure was on them. I was hearing Chelsea everywhere, bro. They told me they had the best squad in it.
Like, obviously,
yeah. But I don't mind.
We've got a couple of players in so far anyway. Like we're going in for players. Like we're not sitting there idle. Like if you deep it, at least we've got a couple of players in and we know what we're trying to do. With Chelsea, it looks a bit more free for all. Like they're kind of going for the globetrotters. They're going for. It seems to that they're just going for the big names, and they're almost following a little bit of the old school Man United. They're just trying to go for the big names and following like that. Yeah. Like it don't really make as much sense to me. But look, I'm not here to hate on every other team at this moment in time. I'm focusing on my team because I believe if my team does what they need to do, then we're certain. Like I feel like we're gonna get.
You still won't play Arteta, bro.
All right, Lee, quick question, yeah. So. Obviously, yes or no. At the beginning of the window, if you had to strengthen in one position, what position would it have been? Let's say that's the main position you had to strengthen.
I can tell you one. The manager.
It had to be the striker. And you know the joke of it is, yeah. You know the joke of it is we can banter Arteta. You see me, I don't want to make it Arteta in or Arteta out because I don't really think
I get it. It gets toxic between that, innit? Big time.
Yeah, I don't really care. I actually believe that Arteta. No, but I believe he's done some good stuff and he's clearly done some stupid stuff. Has he made improvements as a manager? I believe he has. Do I believe he's going to get us to win the Premier League? I don't believe he will. Do I think he can get us third and that's his ceiling? 100%. And I feel like he will do it. Do I think he's good enough to get us third this season? Yes. Do I think that he's going to get it off his own back? No, because I think he'll get it off default. I think that there are so many other teams that are in the air that we're going to get third or fourth by default. As I said, I've said third, but I'll be happy with fourth as well. I don't care.
So what you said third from the start, yeah?
Yeah, bro, I said third from ages ago. I said it from the 20th of, even like the 15th of May.
So for you, in terms of like, let's say we weren't to bring anyone else in, for you, that's still what, a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 window then?
No. Right now it's at a 5. No. Right now it's at a 5. It's not good enough.
No, but surely if you had to strengthen in one position, you've done that. You've signed Eddie Nketiah to a long term.
No, but like
giving the number 14. You're putting your faith in him, which is good. It's all well and good. If he bangs, he bangs. Do you know what I mean? But obviously you've got Jesus now, so it must be a 7 or 8 out of 10.
But no, do you know why it's a trick question? Because I would say equally the DM or centre mid role was as important as the striker in it. Yeah. So for me, it's hard for me to say, oh, it's one position, but you're putting me on the spot. I'm gonna answer it the same way how when Robbie was talking about on AFTV about the centre backs, he put me on the spot. I didn't know pre-hand he was gonna ask me these questions, and I answered it. But for me, I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna say the striker position clearly because Lacazette was like playing with 10 men in it. But now we've got a very good striker. I'm not saying world class. I'm not even saying elite. I'm not saying anything. He's just a very good striker. He's gonna be good for what we need in our formation. I'm not saying for Chelsea.
You need another winger though.
Yeah, we need another winger as well. But again,
I'm so glad you're not one of them guys that are relying on Martinelli, fam, to be getting
no. I like Martinelli, but I know that he's not ready at this moment in time. I'm not a huge fan of ESR, so I'm not going to put him in that category for me. But look, I believe that if we get a centre mid, obviously we're going to get Tielemans. It's almost like a done deal.
That's what I was going to ask you next.
We're pretty much.
Please, I'm sick of links with this guy, bro. Keep him away from the club.
We don't rate him,
I'm
it's
happy
not that.
Nah, man.
It's not that, bro. I'm gonna let you finish. Sorry.
No. I think what Kaz is saying. I think he's gonna agree with me. I rate Tielemans and he's a good player, but I don't think he should be the first choice. I think we should have got a DM first and then Tielemans. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that Tielemans is like gonna make us get that third. I think if we had got, for me, I was gonna say mad, and I'm gonna sound like a madman, but Basuma would have been the one for me, innit? If we had got Basuma.
Basuma would have slipped into any of the top 6, including Liverpool and City. That's how high I rate him. Any of the top 6.
If we had got Basuma,
comeback. What? Man City slipped in, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's slipping it. I'm
not hearing that wrong.
I have bad takes. I got
Ronaldo, Gundogan.
But you know what it is, though. You know what it is, though. Equalizer. Do you know what it is? I'll be honest. You see Basuma. You see all those names you just said for Man City. He's totally different to all of them. All of them. I
hear it, but he's not. I don't think he can slip into the midfielder.
No, okay, maybe not slipping, but he will do it. For me, he's better than my man, Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, that's what
I hear that. I think.
I think it depends what you want, though. I think it depends what you want from a midfielder, because I think in terms of like distance passing and that, like I'm having Calvin Phillips. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, easily. Suits what they need more. He's a pressing.
But he already play like that.
They've got so many players.
It's more intricate. You know
but that's what I'm saying. But even Basuma, you have to understand that for me anyway, Brighton always play on the break. So playing on the break is that's
good at carrying that. He's good at carrying the play.
But this is what I think the illusion is, Jerry, because Basuma's more technically gifted than people give him credit for. I'm telling you.
Of course he is. He's bossed big game. He's a big game player. He goes to show in every big game he's pretty much played. Yeah, he's done bits.
But he has
done well. I give him that. All right, but cool. Ish and Rom, just quickly on that because I want to see where your head's at. So Naby Keita, yeah, or Basuma.
That's not even a question.
No. We're talking about someone that we signed for like 50 million, innit? Plus.
No. Get it right.
Are you looking at Basuma the same way you looked at Keita? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, for me, the only thing is, obviously, Basuma's got that thing over him, innit? So if that's not been sorted out, he's got found not guilty, bro. That's done now. He's not. If that's the case, I'm taking him in a heartbeat. I'm taking it in a heartbeat. Listen, I would sell Naby Keita so quick. You don't even.
I'm with Ish. Keita and Ox can both cut.
Listen, we just rate people. Man, they were just rating this guy last season because he stayed fit. If you actually look at it, it was mid. There's a couple worldies in there. But whenever you talk to Naby Keita fans, they always say, but he stayed fit all season. Bro, that's the minimum requirement.
Word to Roy Keane. That's your job.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I wanted to ask you. It's great to have Liverpool in here, innit? I want to ask you, man, a serious question. I know we're not even on the Liverpool team right now, but can I ask you a question on a scale of 9 to 10? How much of a flop Keita is? And I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you what. It's got to be one of the two. It's got to be one of the two, yeah. And I'll be real with you. My man came in for 60 plus million. Yeah. He took Gerrard's number. He came in with reputation.
That's the worst thing.
He came in with the reputation. On top of everything, you talk about how Klopp, he doesn't spend the big money, but he spent the big money on Keita. So if he's spending big money on Keita, he should have come in and done something more, because Liverpool go on this whole, we don't spend money, we don't give big wages. So if you're spending money on a big player, that must be your gem, innit?
Two things though, Lee.
That is what you want to see, bro. That's what you want to see.
I can't even see it.
Breaking news on the stream. We love it. We're gonna hop into that in a sec.
Oh, I don't want him
The
going
young,
United,
bro.
but
It's the young, bro. You see it. The young.
Fair.
See, this is the guy you want to look out for, because he's in the Barcelona stuff in it big time. He says the young idea is to join Manchester United. It's done, bro. This is the guy I've been following throughout the whole thing.
Listen,
this PR stuff.
I gotta be honest here.
need
I heard people talking madness. If Dion comes to the Prem, he is within the top 5 centre mids in the Prem. I'm hearing people saying he's not. That's just absurd.
Guys, we're gonna hop
top 5
on.
at the moment.
We're gonna hop
sorry. Keep fast
Let's talk about Tielemans though. Let me talk about Tielemans. Yeah, I want to hop into this a little bit.
Go on, yeah.
Because I think Tielemans don't start for Arsenal. Obviously, with the surrounding stuff with Arsenal currently, whether it's allegedly right or not wrong, this could be a big blow for them in their season, big time. But we're not going to talk about politics on this show. I don't like to talk about politics outside, especially when they're not found guilty. Then we can make the jokes.
Yeah.
Long story short, it's like Tielemans is not the guy for me. Why I don't want him on my team? Because Ten Hag likes the press, bro. Tielemans is not an athlete. He gasses after 60 minutes on an intense game. But would he be a good option to come off the bench? Would he be a good option when you got so many games in the season? Yes, but I just don't find him a Ten Hag type of player whatsoever. An Arteta type player, he improves that quality big time. And I feel like maybe suits Arteta than he would suit Ten Hag.
Would you not say that's like in running and stuff? That's something that can be worked on, because he's not an aging player. It's not like it's not like you can't get a brother to do it. And he's someone that's got the ability. We've seen it. Long distance shot, he can change a game. Do you know what I mean? He can dictate the game as well.
Some players are intense.
Sorry to cut you as well. You know what, you'll see Tielemans, his weaknesses nullified next year because of the 5 subs. You're not going to see that lackluster. You know, sometimes people run off him and whatnot. That's not really going to be evident, because the minute he gets tired or whatnot, manager's just going to hook him, because 5 subs is going to be key next year.
Yeah, I get you, but 5 subs can also change the whole game for the worse, bro. Just because of fitness levels and that. You got to be tactical with stuff.
Imagine a Man United fan with Scott McTominay and Fred as their only senior centre midfield chatting about Tielemans.
Don't do that. Don't do that, yeah, because we're about to sign Eric.
Are we living?
Fam, let me ask you, man, yeah. Who you rather having, Tielemans or Eriksen?
Respect Fred.
Eriksen. If you're gonna ask me, Eriksen or Tielemans,
I respect my pastors.
Eriksen all day long.
Okay, then who's gonna run more in a game as well at 30 years old? Even Eriksen's gonna do it. Who's probably got more longevity in a game? Eriksen definitely does. So don't do that.
Don't have the longevity. Like, you don't know
when
he's
will do.
It's a stopgap. But it's a stopgap.
One narrative I can't stand is, Eriksen after what you went through might not be the same. Bro, don't you think doctors would have looked at this and made that decision before? I hate when people try and use that narrative.
No, I agree, but what I'm trying to say is,
balling out for Brentford. He was
exactly.
He's a baller. No, 100% he's a baller. But what I'm trying to say is, what they signed up to a 3-year deal, innit?
Yeah,
it's a 3-year, right?
I think that's
I think so. Yeah, that's a good deal.
What I'm saying is, with an Eriksen, is he going to be performing like that 2 years down the line? Is he going to be as? Do you know what I mean? You don't know.
But that's the whole what if for any player.
I think so.
No. But what I'm saying is, with a Tillemans, you can go and slap a 5-year plus deal on him.
Yeah, but that's not. It doesn't matter.
And you can base your team around him.
I'm taking Eriksen over
Tielemans.
I'm taking Eriksen right now for 3 years and Tielemans for 5 years. Personally, the only reason being is because Eriksen, respectfully, I just think Eriksen is a lot more intelligent in his game, his positional awareness, and this. Don't knock him, man. But I'm not going to knock Tielemans either. You know what? Because I think he will suit Arteta more than he would us personally, innit?
And I was go on. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I said he'd probably suit Arteta a lot more than he will suit us in it. That's all I have to say, really. On Eriksen, he can play where we need him. If De Jong gets injured, you got Eriksen. If you've got someone injured on left or right, Eriksen can also do that role if need be, and you can rely on him there. He done it for Tottenham. So that's what I'm saying. He just suits it a lot more.
All I was going to say is, for me, is I do believe that the whole he can't run, he can't track back, is very overhyped. Last season, a lot of the clips were coming from a poor season for Leicester in general. We knew that he wanted to leave. We knew he wanted to leave. He wasn't interested. And now that is more worrying to me, the fact that he's down tools a little bit for Leicester. But I will say to you, the whole he can't run, he can't get back, he can't track back is so overrated. If you see him play for Belgium, if you see him in his first season for Leicester, my man was doing all sorts of numbers.
Yeah, first.
He looks, but he looks chubby. He looks like he's got that baby fat. But when you see him with his body fat. It's all fake. Like it's not fake, but it's not to exaggerated levels.
It's not fake.
No. It's not fake. It's not fake. It's not to the exaggerated levels that people go. People go on like he's a snail and he can't track back, bruv. Some people, well, you're moving like Ericsson's a ball winning playmaker. Do you know what I mean?
No, he's a playmaker. Yeah, he's a playmaker in that respect. Yeah. But for us, I said, what suits us, bro? I think you need him because you need someone that's going to shoot. We got Bruno to shoot. He does enough of that and misses. Do you get what I mean? So you need another. You need someone like that.
I'm not coming at you at all. I'm more saying in general, like people just go on this whole he can't track back, he can't do this, he can't do that, and I think it's a little bit overstated a bit. But look, like let's see.
Can't change a player though. I heard what Jerry said earlier. Like, can you not put him in an intense kind of thing? Or someone said it about intense, put him on the running thing. No, some players are not. I think Tielemans suits a team that's probably got more of the ball than without the ball. That's why he don't suit Leicester sometimes because Leicester are always hanging back.
He probably fits in his city.
Yeah, he fits in a team that has control. He'll probably be dope at Brighton if I'm being honest. They got control of the game. He needs that sort of team.
Yeah, and I think going back to Arsenal though, because I think obviously move on to another team, but I think what Arteta's new plan is, which I'm not that opposed to, why I think he probably didn't go for Bissouma, is he's trying to kill teams by 1,000 deaths, sort of like the Man City, like the Barcelona, just pure control, pure passing, and just literally pass round teams, and obviously just bore people to death. But it will work. It may not work in every single game, but it will work. And I think that's the avenue he's trying to go for, like with the likes of Bruno. Bruno. What's his name that we bought?
Vieira.
Fabio Vieira.
Apologies, Fabio Vieira and Odegaard, Tielemans, all of these players. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's what I think he's trying to do. And look, let's see if it works. But look, it is.
I'd get vexed. I'd get vexed if you signed him, because if we're gonna get 2 centre mids in De Jong and Eriksen, I'll be screaming, why are we not signing a DM? That's what it is. Just keep him.
You guys have been screaming for a DM for years.
What's the future looking like for Van der Beek?
Nah, he's looking healthy. I'm gonna tell you now, he's gonna get his game time, man. When we talk utility players, we don't mean bench players. We're talking he's gonna be utilized. We'll see a few systems. Otherwise, Van der Beek would he would have left if he didn't get assurances. And I think you're not gonna get assurance by Ten Hag, and he's gonna be lying to his former player and his own countrymen.
That was his guy as well. That him and they were his guys for Ajax.
That's what I want to see. I want to see that again, man. Oh yeah, guys, if you're in there, make sure you're smashing the like. Like honestly, just quickly check it. And get on your other accounts and then hit the like. And go on your other accounts and hit the like.
Mom, your auntie, your dad, your sister, everyone smash the likes, man. Let's go.
Yeah, make burner accounts. That just get the likes up. But this is what I was saying. Like the other rivals should not be fully worried, but it's slightly a worry if Frankie De Jong does go, which it's inevitable now, because for Ten Hag to have 2 men that excelled under him, it's not looking good for the rest.
Yeah.
No, it's true, man. It's true. All right, look, Lee's gone AWOL, so I'm just going to ask the man in the chat that I hear now. What are we saying? What do Arsenal need to add? Who are they linked with from what you guys know that makes you think, all right, if they get him, it's going to sort out their season? Because at the moment, I'm not seeing anything that's really going to change.
Not seeing no one, bro. Even Martinez.
They brought in a Vieira, but they don't really need a midfielder like that. They needed a DM because clearly Lokonga wasn't good enough.
He's not even a DM.
Left back cover because Tavares didn't rate. Tierney's always injured. They haven't addressed that. The only thing they went and got is Jesus, and even that's not certain goals. So
I think they missed out on it.
They go back to Arsenal like 07, 08 when they just had bare techie ballers like Fabregas, Kleb, Arshavin,
Nasri.
Nasri as well. Taking mama is like the one area they need. They're not really addressing it, and it's kind of gone back to that again. Like, obviously Partey. You don't even know what's going to be happening with him next season. But either way, they need another DM if they're going to play the 4-2-3-1. Even if they just play one DM, they still need to
anyway. He gets injured.
So, and like you said, Lokonga last season came with the low socks, but the tech wasn't really there with it. It was all looking mad. So it's just like, well, Arsenal, like what they're doing, they're going back to playing good football, but it's like it's going to be at the detriment of like trying to get to where they need to be. Because listen, Arteta, the lights are on the season, man. He needs 350 million. Like that's serious, bro. That's serious piece. For me, he's got to the end of the season. Maybe not even. They need to be in the top 4 race. Gunner's back now. They need to be in the top 4 race from the jump. I'm not trying to see Arsenal do up relegation zone again after 3 games. Like they need to be in it from the get-go. He spent big peas, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if Gunner agrees, but I do feel Arsenal missed the trick with Aaron Hickey, because I think he agreed a deal to go Brentford now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I reckon
I think he's very good, and he would have been good backup for Tierney. Because let's be real, Tierney probably won't play more than 20 league games.
The right back.
Hickey's a right back. Yeah, Hickey's a right back.
Yeah.
We were looking at him. We were looking at him as well before we.
Yeah, do you know what? He was a good option, but again, the club ain't stupid, man. We've got players in mind, like the same way how Fabio Vieira came out of nowhere. We're clearly going for the Lissandro Martinez. Obviously, it doesn't look like it's going to come off if he goes to Man United. So look, there's been links to Zinchenko as well. So look, I'm optimistic, man. I just don't see that we're not going to get no one else, man. It's impossible. Like it's
impossible. You're in too many different.
We've been moving in silence, bro. Like we've been moving in silence. We've been doing stuff. We're gonna buy players, man. We're gonna buy some players, and as I said, I'm optimistic. I feel like we're gonna do well. Like, and I heard your question. Obviously, my nephew just kind of like walked into the room, but I know what you said in it, and I'm saying for me, if we get that kind of wide forward, I'll feel optimistic, and I definitely think we need a sort of backup for the wing backs, because it's just.
I feel like you might still get Rafinha though. I can't lie. I don't think Barcelona put that one over the line, and I feel like it's back to the horse with Chelsea. Yeah, I think it goes back. I think no, because now they got Sterling. I don't think their focus is gonna be Rafinha, bro. And that's what I'm gonna say.
They want both. I
know it, but you gotta remember, Chelsea don't have a board right now, like a capable board. They're looking at that Michael Edwards dude that came from you, man. And all that, and they've only got Todd Bowley to be doing the discussion, bro.
That's what makes it more scary, because the owner he doesn't have a clue, so he's going to just be splashing cash to players, not understanding what he's doing. At least with Michael Edwards, he's shrewd, he's smart.
You're not hearing what I'm trying to say. Is like they don't have no one. What I'm trying to say is they can only work on one deal at a time. How has it taken this long to get Sterling when you don't even have an agent? Do you know what I mean? You're in direct contact. Nice. And I'm not saying this is a new Chelsea. Chelsea fans got to understand this is a new Chelsea. But I do believe it gets the business done at the end. It will come. I think it will come a bit later rather than now. But in my mind, Rafinha, I don't think he goes to Barcelona anymore, because why hasn't he signed?
But then I think
they need to get rid of the young first to register.
I was going to say. Sorry, Cass. Just before you go, I asked you this, though. Rafinha obviously will improve Arsenal depth-wise, quality-wise, but do you not ever feel like when a player's just stalling your club, it's a bit of a worry? It's like, why you should want to go to Arsenal? Like, the minute Arsenal interested, you should want to go. The fact he's dilly-dallying and kind of holding out for his dream, it shows he doesn't have that eagerness and that willingness to come to Arsenal. I can see that as a problem.
It's a double-edged sword. I'm totally in agreement with you. I always believe that if you're begging a man to do something or a woman to do something, listen, it's long. Like, just don't do it, man. Just don't go through that. But what I will say is, more time, when a man comes to your club, they play. They do what they need to do. Like Kulu from Spurs, he's an Arsenal fan. David Bergkamp, sorry, he was a Spurs fan. Like when players come to the club, they do their thing, and then they obviously hopefully win their trophy.
Was a Spurs fan.
Yeah, he's a Spurs fan, bro.
Oh, I did not know that.
He was originally a Spurs fan, bro.
If you lot got Rafinha, I'd genuinely be scared of that lineup. I'm not joking. A Saka, Rafinha, Jesus, I'm not joking. They got everything you need.
But Cass, you say that? But then what happens with Emil Smith Rowe, Pepe?
He's average anyway.
Martinelli. All these players they give him Martinelli. They changed up his numbers. Eddie Nketiah, where do they all fit in?
Jerry.
That starts to they got Europa League. They got Europa League this season, though. They got Europa League and a lot of games this season. There'll be a lot of rotation and injuries.
And Jerry, you always need quality and depth, bro. That's how people raise their games. If you know you're not guaranteed to start, That's
100%,
insane. That's you age your
100%. But what I'm saying is with Arsenal
I know what
are
you're
a
saying.
city that can go and keep players on the bench by just giving
Yeah.
them, I mean,
Especially
a lot
when you're
of
not
money,
winning
giving them
things.
access.
Hold on. You see when you're not
And on
winning.
top of that,
Hold on.
I want Ali. Let me go first. Let me go first, please. I beg you.
on top of that,
Isley,
City
yeah.
are winning.
Go on.
I'm saying on top of that, City are winning. Whereas with Arsenal at the moment, you got a Pepe now that you could already see he was getting a bit annoyed for not getting games. Your fans were saying themselves on so many occasions, why is Pepe not coming on? Saka's having a horrible game and he's not coming on. So Saka's not. Do you know what I mean, you're not going to displace him? Rafinha. So what? Where's Saka's going to go back on the left? That's now going to take out.
No, that don't mean anything.
Huh?
Saka can play both. Rafinha can play both as well.
Yeah, but Saka has been more effective off the right when he's coming in.
I have to disagree. I think he's way more effective on the left. I think his best games and his numbers come better off the left. He's
And
not a guy
he
that's
was
going to
playing left back
goals.
for a minute, and the principles aren't like widely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See,
Look,
Lee, what I was going to say, no one's allowed depth but Liverpool, Man City. Have you noticed that?
I was about to say, hold on. I don't get who said that Chelsea can have depth and all these other teams can have depth, but Arsenal can't. I get your point about Man City are winning, but how? Okay, so what you're basically saying to us is because we're not winning, we shouldn't attempt to try and get better. Because
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, but
what I'm
without
saying
it,
is Pepe leaving. Then that's what I'm trying to say. Is Pepe leaving?
Regardless if Pepe stays or goes, that doesn't matter. We need better players. We need quality and depth. We need to bring players in. So whoever stays or whoever goes, that's what you man have been screaming out all Liverpool all season is depth. That's why you needed to get Diaz. Now.
Yeah, depth. The difference is that with these players
You're
that
here
we're talking about,
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but you're not.
Exactly.
See what you're doing.
But
You're
when
saying
Liverpool
you're here.
When Liverpool are coming up, and you looked at these teams, the way you can go and get these teams to buy into a project is knowing Rafinha, we want you to come to our team. You're going to play all the games for us because we're so reliant on you and we want to develop and base our team around you. How do you do that when
Liverpool do it though? That's not how every other team.
Arsenal clearly are doing a project like that. But how do you go and convince a player to do that when you've given Emil Smith-Rowe the number 10 number? So you're telling him, now you know what, you're the main guy. Odegaard's your number 8. You got Saka is your number 7. You've also given Martinelli the number 11. Those, to me, from the outside, look like you're telling their brother, oh yeah, you're that guy, you know. You're that guy. You're giving Eddie Nketiah the number 14. You're telling
what you
them,
need to realize,
I'm trusting you. You getting more players in. Well, I don't know how you're gonna fit all these players into the team.
Okay, but what you need to realize,
but you're bolstering that attack. The attack when the attack wasn't really. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't.
But what you need to realize is, firstly, numbers mean nothing. ESR was on the bench for the whole of the second half of the season. So if he's a number 10 and he's on the bench, clearly that doesn't mean that he's a starter. Clearly that doesn't mean anything. All it means is that he's got the number 10 and we hope that and we hope that he's going to be at that position in the future, that he can hold that number. Martinelli's got the number 11, but it doesn't mean anything because he won't start every game. What we're looking for is now where Arsenal are at the point where we're adding stardust quality to the young quality players that we already have. So there's no point us saying that Saka is going to be this generational player. Some people agree, some people don't. But for me, I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, well, Saka can't act like he's made man at 19, 20 years old, because what's that going to do for the ego? What's going to do that for the club? We need to grow and develop as a team and as a club. So if Liverpool do it one way and they're saying, all right, well, you built slowly, or you did this and you did, like, that's Liverpool's way of doing it. Man City do it their way. Chelsea do it their way. PSG did it their way. Man United, they just do it every other way. Arsenal are doing it our way. Yeah. So for me, I'm looking at it very simply, and I'm like, look, Arsenal need to develop. Arsenal need to grow. The way we need to grow is by adding star quality to the players that we already have. That's it.
Manager.
Yeah, but the
manager.
But I'm saying, do these young players, the reason why a Smith-Rowe was able to go and develop, the reason why Emil Smith-Rowe was getting your England call-ups and all sorts, is, and the reason why Martinelli got called up into the Brazilian squad was because they were given game time. Now, what you're going to get is all these people that you've put in your hopes in, whether you think they're good or not. If you're bringing in players, automatically, and bear in mind, you're not talking about Rafinha and saying, oh, we're bringing a player that's a similar level of Martinelli so they can compete. That's a statement by saying, oh, this is a better brother. It's like when we had if we had Origi and we brought in Haaland, like straight away you just know, all right, cool. Like Haaland's the main guy now. Do you know what I mean? If you bring in Mbappe, that's going to play on the left. You know, you're telling Mane, you know what? Do you know what I mean?
But don't players develop? But don't the players develop by playing with bigger and better players? Just better players that can
if they can play.
And Jerry, it's the motivational factor as well. Because here this year, let's say if Rafinha comes in, right, and Martinelli knows that, cool, that's the main guy. God forbid, I don't wish for injury on no one, but let's say Rafinha gets a long-term injury now, and Martinelli comes in and takes his chance fully, like consistent numbers, everything, good performances. Arteta won't just chuck Rafinha straight back in. It's like, you now got to work for your shirt. And that's the culture it will bring. That's where I hear where Lee's coming from. That's why you kind of just always have to, especially a club like Arsenal, you have to add word to what Lee said, the star quality on top of the young players.
You don't think though that it seems like a bit of a luxury signing though. Like I get Rafinha's class in it. He's going to add quality to Arsenal, and I do think Arsenal still need depth because end of the season, like last 10, I even say 10 to 15 games.
When they got rid of Aubameyang and everyone was bad.
Saka was looking dead on his feet. So I think you do need quality, but it just seems like you're building from the front instead of building from the back, which I feel like is more.
Well, if you think about it. If you think about Jesus, his first striker that he's bought. Jesus is the first attacker. He hasn't bought one before. He's only bought the goalkeepers, defenders, and midfielders. He's not bought one striker. He's only renewed. He renewed Aubameyang. He renewed Nketiah. And this is the first one.
Do you think off the back of that, then, do you think your defense and your goalkeeper and your midfielders improved that much then? Because if you're saying that man spent £350 million on just those three areas, no one up front until now, are you that much improved from Unai Emery? Because I don't really think so, if I'm being honest.
Again, no. But again, when you watch Arsenal with our first team, and again, I'm not making excuses, but when you look at our first team, yes, with Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, and Tierney, obviously with our goalkeeper, yes, we look better. We do look like a better team. We look like we can defend better. The problem is, as you keep going back to the equaliser, which I agree with, our depth. When we have to bring in El Nenis, when we have to bring in a Rob Holding, look what he did against Spurs. You can't count for that as a manager. So you can keep saying, the manager this, the manager that. But then going back to Jerry's point, if we don't have someone like a Saliba now looks like he's going to come in and be a quality player, and we don't raise that base level, then we're going to be stuck with Holding. We're going to be stuck with Callum Chambers. We're going to be stuck with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So that's why people always get out of their whole, we shouldn't get Rafinha. I don't get that hype because I'm looking at thinking, we're going to be stuck with these same wash. We're going to be stuck with Bellerin. Fuck's sake, man. You're making
the golfing class is just mad.
It's mad, bro. Look at, bro. It's mad, bro. It's mad.
It's mad because fans are screaming about depth, and then when they get depth, they'll be like, "Oh no, what about this brother's pathway?"
There's a player,
bro.
Just let the manager just decide in the week who's playing best. You play.
This is kind of one for you. So we're
going to move on to the United one, innit? So is that to do with
I was going to say, this whole defense thing on Arsenal is fraud, fam. Just going to say that. Let me tell you now, for as shit as Man United were, because we scored 57 and conceded 57,
Yeah.
Arsenal only scored about 4 more than us, but
we had 0 goal difference. Add that in there. Don't forget that.
You conceded, but no, I get it. But you only conceded 9 goals less than us, bro. Only.
That's the 9 goals we scored against you. That's the 9 goals we scored against you.
Bro, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? So this whole massive
equalizer, come on, Mike. My brother.
But there's no my brother in this. You still, for as great as defense that Arsenal fans have said that you lot have got, only against Man United's woeful fullbacks, woeful centre back partner with Varane, and what Varane obviously can't hold it by himself and didn't have a great season himself. You only conceded 9 goals less.
Okay, and again, I would go back to the same point. I'm going to say, whether you like it or not, we spent 2/3 of the season without Tierney, and we spent about 1/3 of the season without
Tierney played like 20 odd games for you this season, my guy.
Yeah, in totality, not just it, because we played cup games as well. And I know we didn't play many, but yes, it's true. We played a few. But as I said, things happen, bro. Like you can clearly see. And again, nobody on this panel is going to take the Man United's defense over Arsenal's. So whatever you want to say and however you want to try and manipulate things, no matter how, we have a better defense than yours. No matter what you want to say. So at the end of the day, look, I'm expecting much better things. Arteta had no excuses this season. That it's facts, and I'm just putting it out there. Very simple, innit? Arteta has no excuses. in my opinion, he should get third. I don't believe he should be even aiming for fourth. I don't think there's anyone that should be
He
getting
played
fourth.
22 times in the Premier League this season and 25 times in total. That's a lot of games.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and I told you, no, so I think I said the wrong way. He played a third of the games, 2/3 of the game. Yeah, he played 2/3 of the game this season. Yeah, I said it correct.
Yeah.
I said that correct, though. No, I said that.
25 games at the possible. Like,
I can't hear Tierney being injured. That's not enough of an excuse.
No. He scored 20. You know, you said 22 games in the Prem. No, and Tommy. Hold on, again, the same thing. What happened with Chelsea when they lost their fullbacks? What happened to them? Our fullbacks.
You know why I can't hear it though, Gouda? Like, you man let Maitland-Niles go off on loan and Jan. He's a man who can play left back, right back.
Okay, but equalizer.
He's not a dead player as well. I think he's good.
Hold on, equalizer. I'm gonna stop you right there. Yeah. Okay, everyone rates him. Okay, cool. That's nice. But is he good enough to come in and play for Arsenal? This is what I'm saying. You man are talking about raising the quality of the squad, and then when you play, you're mentioning these whack guys, bro. Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
I don't think he's whack. Bro, he's better than somebody who's saying he was good.
What I would like you to do
is a man and hold him. Nah.
Get Klopp on the phone and ask him to give us 50 million. That's what I want you to do. If he's so good, you take him then.
Relax.
Okay, he's not good enough.
We would tell Maitland-Niles and say we would do something with him.
Bro, he's not good enough to play fullback. You're talking about fullback. He's not good enough to play fullback.
He's not, and you know he's not. He didn't want to stay. He didn't want to stay. He didn't want to stay anyways. He didn't even want to stay.
Regardless,
so.
But
moving on, to leave on Insta and that, innit?
Yeah, man. That's a free re up.
But moving on. We got Kassev, so we got to make the most out of him, man. And I want you to kind of just break down to me.
I got a question.
How have you felt in this transfer window? Because I can imagine it's been probably the most stressful you've had.
No, I'm being patient. It's no point because you want to talk about a new Manchester United, you want to talk about a new regime, you want to all this kind of stuff. I'm being patient with it, and that's all I can be, innit? People like to say trust the man and trust the process, all that kind of stuff that Arsenal love to say. So at that moment of time, I'm being patient because that's the only thing I can be. Because me stressing out what's it gonna do for me? Ranting on Twitter like, why the f are we not signing so and so? Like, this ball needs to go, glazes out, always glazes out, by the way. But like, do you get what I mean? I'm being patient with it. I'm being patient with De Jong. I was patient with the whole Malacia thing. Obviously, I was kind of annoyed though when obviously I see the Lyon, but then we hijacked it. Whatever, cool. Eriksen, been patient with it. He's gonna sign by probably Monday, probably get announced in my opinion. In my opinion, remember that. Who's the other? Martinez. I'm being patient with that. I feel like the whole Eric Ten Hag connection, I feel like we got that over the line just because of that, to be fair. Just because of that. No Ten Hag, I don't think Martinez comes. And then the whole De Jong thing, I think Man United being patient. They know it. They're trying to force it. They're trying to use their last little tactics with this PR stuff for Chelsea. Remember, Todd is only over there for Aspi. He's only been confirmed. He's only over there for Azpilicueta and Alonso, not De Jong, bro.
You try to say... Barcelona just in Barca for a lunch. I'm here for dinner.
Basically, it's like, remember, Barcelona also got to register players. They've announced players. They haven't registered players. How you gonna register? Yeah, so how you gonna register Alonso and Aspi as well with a transfer fee at that? It don't happen, does it? So on that note, remember, Barcelona need as much money as possible. That's why they're trying to get guaranteed add-ons with the bonuses. That's why they're trying to rule in. And now the only thing that's holding up the deal is, and clearly it said by, this is top James Ducker, bro. Now that is tier 1 source, and he only says stuff when he means it. It's just the 17 million that they owe De Jong, and that is it. Man United are sitting back comfy, waiting for this deadline, waiting for them to say, all right, there you go, boom, we need to start making these signings. That's why I don't really care what people have to say about it. I'm not getting mad. Lots of PR, bro. But go on, anything
I was gonna say one centre back. I'm just bewildered. I don't know how Chelsea, United, and Tottenham gone in for him. You know, Bremer from Torino. He was in the Serie A Team of the Year. Why United, Chelsea? Actually, you can only speak for United. You can't speak for Chelsea and Spurs. But why don't you not think you're going in for him? Because he will actually come in and improve you straight away.
I thought he was actually going. I thought he was highly linked with Inter Milan. Like, I thought Tottenham had the better chance of also getting him, but at the same time, I don't see him playing for United because he's not left-footed. If you're going to play possession-based football, the way Arteta likes to do his little thing, after Pep's doing his thing, you need a left-footed centre-back, bro. Every Dutch coach as well, at that, technical coaches play with people with their favoured feet when it comes to the, obviously at the back. So that's why I reckon Timber would have. Timber would have came in at right back. He wouldn't even came in as a centre back. He would have came in as a right back, and we would never got Malacia, guaranteed.
So Kaz, go on.
No, go on, Lee, because I'll move on. Go on.
You're not on. So you're talking about Arteta saying he's not up to the level and all this stuff, innit? So are you basically saying that?
Go on.
So are you basically saying that Ten Hag's gonna come in and perform miracles? Because you know what? On the same hand, you can say you've got a new manager who's coming to a new league, and he has to kind of learn all the ropes. He has to learn everything about the league. He needs to learn about going to Nottingham Forest away. Like, obviously, we felt that we lost. We got piped. So what is it? 2-1 away to them in the FA Cup. Bearing in mind, we play a youth team. Yeah, obviously, put a bit of concept onto that. But look, at the end of the day, I'm looking at it and like Man United have so many things that need to go right for them. Your goalkeeper needs to perform well. Your right back, your left backs. The new player that's come in. You need your 2 centre backs to be fit and stay and perform well. Obviously, let's not talk about Maguire because that's long. You then have your new players in your centre mid. You then have your wingers. You have no Ronaldo who's now going to be doing his thing. You're relying on Rashford. Rashford is trash. We're relying on Martial. He's trash. He's been 18 for the last 19 years. Like, what are we doing with your team? Like, you have so many things that need to go right for your team. So when you talk about Arsenal, when you talk about these other teams, and you talk about your manager,
cool.
And you talk about your manager as well.
I'd love to answer this question again. Yeah.
So I just want to know, like, there's a lot. Let's
get it straight. Let's get it straight. We had additions. Yeah. Remember, I like Italy. Yeah. We've had no coaching for years, bro. We went from Mourinho to Solskjaer to Rangnick, to all different styles of players, managers. Sorry. So, and there's actually, you could say 2 of them hardly had any style at all. We had a defensive coach. We had a coach that don't know how to coach, and then obviously an interim manager. An interim manager that tried to do a system that doesn't work with this brand of players. So now we're getting a coach that can coach. And I remember, I didn't say he was better than Arteta. I know he's better than Arteta. He's actually won stuff. He's actually competed in the Champions League. Because you know what's funny? Yeah. If Ten Hag went to Chelsea or another coach that won somewhere else in the Portuguese league and won their league or whatever, done so and so, done well, wouldn't be questioned, bro. But because he's at Man United, he's getting questioned. He's in the limelight, so I expect it. I get it, yeah. Man United's a shithole right now, but the things he's changing currently from reports as well and so forth, reliable ones. Things are changing, bro. People, you know what I mean? Things will change for little. I'm not saying it's going to be working wonders, but your man has no experience in Kane, fam, and done stuff in the Premier League just because he was a second at Pep. Do you remember Ten Hag was under Pep at Bayern Munich? Then he went off to the Dutch league, done his thing, won a thing, yeah, with Go Ahead Eagles, bro. Go Ahead Eagles, bro. Got the Ajax job, and Ajax were meant to be on top of the world. Then he took over Ajax team that weren't doing so well as they usually do. He done it and done his thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So he deserves credit. People putting so much, they're just slapping shame on his brother's name, fam.
What you're basically saying to us is that he's gonna propel you to like 3 positions from where you finish because you're saying he's such a quality coach.
I didn't say that. You're trying to make that agenda, bro. What I'm trying to say, he's definitely going to make, in my eyes, Manchester United better. Remember, yes, we finished 3-4 games behind you, yeah, in terms of if you got W's, yeah. What is it, 11 points or whatever, right? So I reckon right now, with additions that would come in, Ericsson, so and so, who knows what targets you man are gonna get. But right now, with the targets that we're considering we're going to get, and I feel like we're going to definitely push for points more than we can only get more points than we did last season. And that's all I'm hoping for right now. And I wouldn't even care. Even if we got 5th next season, I'm accepting it. Do you know why? Because I reckon we can win the Europa League. I reckon we can go far in that kind of thing. I reckon we'll compete. I don't think we're going to get top 4. I'm being realistic now. Yeah. Your man is getting sacked in 7 months, bruv. Let's put it straight. If you don't reach top 3 as you say you are, yeah, bro, he's gone, fam. This is his final year. This is his squad. He's done enough. He's getting sacked, fam. And who are you going to get? No, wait 1 sec. Because you know what? This is. I'm being realistic here. And I'm not saying he is. Let me not say he is getting sacked. There's a big possibility he will get sacked because there's no another year trust the process. There's going to be another thing where Arteta comes in. It's not going well. And then you lot are going to have to fish for a manager out of the Portuguese league or the French league or whatever you're going to have to do. And then the questions that you're giving me is going to be back on you, fam. And you're going to have to do a whole new style of shit. and a whole new style of thing. And then it's so quick how the circle can change. Do you understand?
You know
It's
what?
not
Yeah,
all
going
well
back.
and good at Arsenal, bro. Vieira might not work out for you, my guy. Do you get what I mean?
You know what?
He might be in behind bars, bro. Tielemans might not even run for 70 minutes. Like, do you
Do
know what I
you know
mean?
what?
It just
Yeah.
might not
Again,
happen.
you know what? These things are all true, but you could say, "Oh, Salah's got a new contract, so he's going to sit back and relax." You could say, "Oh, Sterling's come to
Yeah, I know,
Chelsea,
but
so he's
I'm
come back."
glad you're saying that because that's another thing. Salah might get his contract back.
Yeah. So, but you're doing.
Aubameyang,
I
That's
did
not
raise
not
this,
gonna happen.
but
You man
hear
know
what
that's
I'm
not gonna
saying?
happen.
words came from my
You know
head.
that's not gonna happen.
Hold on, Kaz. Hear what I'm saying, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
they're trying to
correct.
draw us, man, in.
Yeah, Kaz, you hear what I'm saying? I believe you're correct. Yeah, all of these things that could happen are like all if buts and maybe. But I'm saying for Man United, you have so many things that you need to have to get right.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't mind though.
But no, okay, you don't
You're not
mind.
going to get
but I'm
corrected in
saying-
one. No, because you're going to say, I've already answered your question. I don't expect this to happen in one season and I can accept it.
Okay,
And I've been
and
accepting it.
The reason why your manager's only under no pressure is because he's just come in. But no one's going off the premise that he is going to bang automatically. Look, there's been times where he's shown that he's clearly have been a bit flaky. Champions League. Look how he bottled it against Spurs. I could use that against him, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
saying
we can
I'm
use,
not saying
we
Ten
can
Hag.
use
I'm not-
tit for tat, bro.
Yeah, okay, exactly.
But
I'm not
quick
saying
one, yeah. Because on that, I don't know what you guys are thinking, yeah. But obviously, we've all heard about the malarkey with the CEO in the pub. Do you know what I mean, chatting rubbish,
That was
talking
Pete,
about how
bro. I'm telling you now, that was PR, bro. He done that on purpose. He
Alright,
knew
cool.
a camera was going to be on him.
Cool. No, I don't doubt that. But what I'm saying is, I think Ten Hag's a really good appointment. But the board above him, will they help him in the kind of transition and taking United to that next level? Because obviously we've seen that
We don't know yet.
Not the Glazers, but Kroenke and the Arsenal kind of board. For some reason, they just decided to back Arteta now. Finally,
they've changed their little system. They changed the way they're doing things with the way they transfer the scouts and everything. They've changed where they're actually scouting now. Do you know what I mean? There's different players. You see that they're in Brazil clearly because they're getting linked with a lot of Brazilians.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They changed a little bit. They seem to go right. I'm pretty sure that it hasn't been highlighted because it's Man United. We get highlighted a lot more. But Arsenal, I'm sure there was a couple little changes in the board there, or maybe there was a whole new structure to go forward.
Since 2019,
the manager. I was going to say the manager, and is it Edu? Is it Edu?
Yeah, Edu. Yeah,
they're actually working together, bro. And when you've got that coming together, like the Pochettino and the what's it, my man? No, not Paratici. Before my man before, he's at Monaco right now. We was linked with him.
Paul Clements. Paul Clements, I think his name.
No. It was another one. He's at
Paul Mitchell. Was it
Paul Mitchell? Yeah. When that happens, bro, things happen well. The team performs. So that's why you can see stuff going well. We don't know what it's going to be under, whether it's going to be with John Murto and Ten Hag, but clearly Murto is getting the players that he wants. His first choices as well at that, to be fair. So you have to wait for that build. And
you know, he's your first footballing man you've had in for years as well, Murto.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of footballing heads coming at Man United now. Not a lot of man has been sacked. Matt Judge, I'm not joking, got to be one of the worst of the worst, bro. And I'm just saying, it doesn't mean it's gonna work, but it means they're realizing that football and the more success within football and the fan base coming together, you're gonna earn more money. Do you get what I mean? So Ten Hag is a pound land Pep, but we can say the same thing for Arteta, bro. But you know what I mean? He wouldn't even pound land, bro. It would be more like shilling. But what's it called?
So what's Malacia saying?
That's
the main signing that you brought in so far. I know obviously Eriksen's not over the line yet, but he's more or less, done so.
Left foot. I'm telling you now, bro.
How are you feeling about Malacia?
Big time, left-footed.
He looks a player.
Left-footed Tarek Lamptey, bro. I'm not joking. He's not a guy that's gonna whip you balls around like proper whips like Trent. He's precision cutting balls, bro. He's techie. When I tell you, he gets a lot of shot-offs as well. Like he's not afraid to get inside that box and do an Alonso thing and shoot as well. I'm telling you now, bro.
Luke Shaw in the mud again, then. Yeah.
That's
watch Luke Shaw.
Man lost his place about.
Luke Shaw probably will have one of his better seasons.
That's what I'm saying. Watch Luke Shaw have a great season. Watch Luke Shaw have a great season, and then I hope we sell him the following season because I can't stand that man's mentality. I can't stand it.
He just switches it on when he wants to.
Bro, when Tellez gone then?
Tellez is gone, bro. When I tell you now, I'm gonna see it. You're probably gonna see it alone with an option to buy it for Tellez, mandatory, done. But what's it called? When you got Alvaro Fernandez from our academy, just being got promoted. I'm not joking. We got him from Real Madrid as well, like as a youngster.
Okay.
And Real Madrid wanted him to sign a new contract, and he said no. Same with the other guy. I can't remember his name. He's a right back, Gerardo. I think his name's Garado or something like that, up and coming as well. This Alvaro Fernandez, yeah, when he goes on loan, he's probably gonna. I'm hoping he gets a really good loan. He's coming for that spot next season, and I'm not joking. That is big baller again. Luke Shaw needs to finesse out of here, bro. And Ethan Laird, the right back situation, AWB out. Ethan Laird deserves a chance.
What's the situation with Spider-Man, man? What you not doing at right back?
I hope he goes. I don't care what private. Even that video on private training, bro. Even that video on private training, that touch was looking meaty. Like it was so far away from him.
Man's wearing a cap as well backwards. He's looking like just you know when
it's hot sunshine and you got your cap backwards. Make it make sense. Get the sun out of your eyes. The whole point of me wearing caps more on stream is because I got 2 ring lights there, bro. I don't need that glaring in my side of my eyes. So on that note, get out. But he's not serious. But I know I'm optimistic about Man. The first time I've been optimistic in years.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm optimistic about the team though. Come on, bro. Like
no, not yet. But I'm talking about honest. If we get the signings, I think we're gonna get, and apparently it's not the only way we're gonna stop either. So if we get those signings done by next year or next week and confirmed, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have another month and a half to get who we need to get, and I'm happy with that, bro. And I don't expect it to happen in one window. I really don't. I'm happy to sit back and watch.
Kaz, can I just ask you one question, please?
I mean, these man had questions, but go on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, so I didn't even hear. My bad. Go on.
I think Equalizer had a question for man as well.
No, who you need to get rid of? He needs to go. Obviously, Jesse's still like.
I'm telling you now, bro. We got the 2 worst fullbacks in the whole league. Yeah. If I could get rid of McTominay tomorrow for free, I would. But he's not going. So, Tellez, the realistic one, Tellez is gone. Pereira's definitely gone now. 10 million. Or 12, something like that.
How you got 10 million for that brother, man?
I don't know. That screams something different at United already. Just 10 million alone for Pereira when the them in Brazil were offering like 6 or 7. Brilliant business. So AWB's, I think he's gonna go. Tellez needs to go. I actually think Phil Jones is gonna go. Was confirmed already. A lot of clubs are actually looking at him. Weirdly enough, I don't know why, but okay, go. I think Bailly might go, but I think he might stay. I think he's gonna try to prove under Ten Hag that he can stay fit for a season.
Yeah.
And if he does, I would love to see it, but he might go. Other than that, I think Rashford. You know what, Ten Hag? I don't see many other players going after that because we've got rid of a lot due to free transfers, isn't it? So
you can't do that all in one window. Like
you can't. But getting a lot of that out, I'm happy with. Dean Henderson's on loan. Get him out next season. Don't want him anyways. Overrated. On that note as well, Ten Hag season is going to define how well he is with the coach and the players, and he has to get Martial and Rashford firing because otherwise we're in the mud.
I was literally going to come on to that. The Ronaldo saga, innit? What the hell's going on there, man? Like
I don't know, man. We've giving him extended leave, you know. Like our people forget, this man's child died not too long ago, innit? And now his other child is sick. Yeah. You can have the same problems. Are you gonna come train? Do you get what I mean? You have to put this into perspective. I think he's getting blown out of proportion. Don't get me wrong. I reckon he has got an eye. He probably does have. He does want an ear in to see who might be interested in signing him. But I don't think he leaves Man United, honestly. But he's not bigger than the club. If he wants to leave, get the fuck out, bruv. You know what I mean?
Like that.
Because if he goes to Chelsea, if you're gonna get out, if you're gonna go, don't go to Chelsea because I swear down that AIG shirt just reminds me of Ronaldo. I'll burn it.
And that's what I was going to ask. Who's going to score your goals? Because there are no strikers in the market, clearly. And,
I know. I get what you mean. I get you.
Rashford is a road runner, a politician. I heard that he's going for the new PM job. You know, I heard that's what's happening. Yeah, about that. And then obviously we've got Martial, who's I think he's going back to Paris to be a waiter, isn't it? So I don't know. Talk to me. Talk to me. Who is going to score your goals? You can create all the chances you want.
I like how you say that. Yeah, I like how you say that. I like how you say that.
But who is going to score goals for you?
Kaz, that Argentinian young G, what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is he staying at you lot?
Garnacho.
Oh, what, Pellistri?
Yeah.
Garnacho, yeah. Pelistri's Uruguayan and Garnacho is Argentinian. They're both staying. I would happily let them run the wing for right wing next season. I'll happily and let Elanga go for that.
Who's scoring your goals? Like, can we go back?
No. But I like how you say that because Chelsea had no striker and they had Mason Mount on the left and Ziyech on the right, and he still scored 76 goals last season. If we create chances, you will get goals. Something that you don't do is create chances, my bro.
What I would say to you is, as I said, you can't compare Sancho, Rashford, who's horrible, absolutely. Like, I'll be honest, he shouldn't play for Norwich.
Things can change, though. But things can change.
hold on. But again, you keep so can't things change for Arsenal? You keep going on Arsenal.
No, because you still employ Arteta, bro. That's why.
All right, cool, man. No.
I do rate Jesus, and I reckon because of Jesus' selfless runs and everything, I reckon you do get a lot more natural chances.
You man. Do you actually get my point? Where I'm saying, yeah, Man United have so many things that need to go right for them, yeah. Like from the manager, from the board all the way down, yeah. And compared to Arsenal, when I keep going back to Arsenal, it's almost like an excuse. Oh, the Arteta, where clearly he's not that bad because he's finished 8th in his first half a season, second 8th again, and then we finished 5th. You keep going back to Man United, bro. You can't keep going on about this. Man United are going to do this, they're going to do that. This could work for them.
I didn't say they're going to do this and that. I didn't say that they're going to do it. I didn't say they're going to do it, though. You're taking the context so out of question, bro.
I'm still being optimistic. Hold on. But you keep saying Man United, the possibilities, the manager. So you keep saying the manager's going to do this. So why can't you get third? Why can't you get 4th? If the manager's so good.
Yeah, but wait. But that's the thing. You love talking about. You love saying ifs, buts, or maybes. But that could happen. You never know. But I don't expect it, and I'm happy I don't expect it. See you, man. You still employ Arteta, bro.
Oh, come on,
Arteta's your manager.
You're being so ridiculous.
On that, do you know what I would say for United though? The difference is, and I said it on a couple streams as well. The whole CEO coming out and talking about how the club's washed and just actually exposing, do you know what I mean, the inner workings of United just in a short clip. What that did, it was an eye opener to a lot of United fans, and not only an eye opener, it was the kind of revelation of we were right. We knew the club was like this. We tried to tell everyone. Gary Neville's here talking about leaks in the roof and all of that, but no one tried to believe it. Now it's out. Everyone knows. Do you know what I mean? And now there's no real expectation on United. There isn't. It's the first time.
And that's the best part, bro.
I've heard
that's where it could be dangerous, bro.
Where it's just it doesn't matter if they end up 7th or 8th. That's what we're expecting. We know they're in the mud. United, Ronaldo doesn't want to be there. They got the poor right backs. They got Maguire at the back. Varane's not really that good. De Gea can't play at the back. So how's that going to work with Ten Hag? All this type of issues. It means that they can come into a season for the first time, in my opinion, where we're just that team. And I think that aids them because
God forbid this happens, Jerry. They could thrive. Yeah.
Only last so long.
I don't know how. Obviously, I know Kaz is a real fan, but I don't know how the fan base react to that in general because the fans are used to success.
We'll see how it goes when I'm at Old Trafford. We'll see our opening day when I'm at Old Trafford against Brighton, bro, and I'll be there and I'll be watching it live for myself.
I just know when we come there, 3rd game of the season, we're smoking. It's another 5 past.
See, I don't mind.
Man United can have all the managers. You can have 6 managers if you want, but you got Bruno with the number 8, and you're fucked.
No, but we don't know anyways. I don't mind because you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna defend it for the first time. Yeah, go on.
Oh my God, Kaz, come on, brother. Let him land. How many things can you say that you? Oh, come on, Kaz, bro.
Because you know what is Kaz, yeah. Everyone knows. Respect him for his first 18 months. That to put up them numbers, you just have to give a man respect. But since then, that guy.
Look. This is the first time anyone that knows me knows I don't rate Bruno. I'm not a fan of him. Actually, I despise him, bro. But I've come to try to be that United fan that don't take sides too much, and I try to apply logic in both senses, in positives and negatives. That's how I'd like to be known to people, innit? So that's why I come on other channels and like to talk, and not just Manchester United and have that separate fan base that fucks with you or don't fuck with you, innit? On my note on that, with Bruno, why Bruno's deficiencies were highlighted quite a lot because we was never the team to win the ball back and let him do his thing. That's why it's highlighted a lot more than it was. If we actually go to stats here, which I don't really like stats to be fair, but you can't deny them at the same time. I'm an eye guy. That's why I defended of Ronaldinho, bro, and football after that. So on that note, Kevin De Bruyne gives away the ball a lot more per game. Do you understand that? But at the same time, if Man City win the ball back so he can do his thing, do you know what I mean? So we don't have that. That's why it's highlighted a lot more. We don't press and get the ball back for Bruno to do his thing. I'm still landing. But Bruno, yes, trust me, he does things that I can't. That thing at Crystal Palace with the back heel, I can't forgive it. I'm so sorry. But this is what I'm saying. But at the same time, remember, when it comes to 10, if he goes with a 10, then we're going to see a shadow striker, the shadow runs and stuff like that. That's how it works. Bruno would be great at that. That's who could score our goals. That's one option. But I'm not saying it's going to happen, yeah, because he does get goals. No matter what, he gets goals, whether it's a penalty, a tapping, or whatever, yeah. Don't deny it, because he does. But again, we'll see how we set up there. Or he might be the guy just to do a little Tadic thing and operate off one of the flanks.
I was going to say that, because I was going to say that. I was like, especially when you ain't got a striker now, he's someone that can prove he can get goals. And I think within a system, if you go and play him even as, up front as a full time, it could
don't
work.
like him, yeah. I don't like him as a 10 though. No. I don't know. Why I say Bruno, I think Lee could probably agree with me on this one. I'm sure he's watched Bruno in the false nine, because this guy can't play back to goal. When his back is to goal, he's non-existent. He needs to be facing in front of him, otherwise he's completely useless. He ain't that Bernardo Silva off Foden, that tricky kind of guy. He's not an Odegaard or something. He just don't have that behind the head vision. He does, but then that's a ball that is just like, inshallah, and let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, I'm predicting it's gonna go there, like kind of thing. So we'll see. We yet to see, but I just reckon he'll have a lot less game time. But this year he has competition. He has Eriksen, and he knows Van der Beek ain't gonna be on the sidelines all the time. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm quite excited. I know that you might laugh in it, but Langer came into a side that was totally dog shit, bro. And the work, from what I'm seeing in it, I don't really rate Elanga on the eye, but he's putting in a lot of work behind the scenes, and I'm quite excited to see what he might do, because he's a man that does listen to instructions. I know you're laughing right now, bro, but I'm just quite optimistic to see what he does.
Either man is gonna run.
But I'm quite optimistic to see what he's gonna do. I'm just quite optimistic to see what he's doing, just because of what he's putting in work, bro. But he's not the guy.
Why is Lee laughing like that? No, Lee's that.
You can't laugh like that, because what's Martinelli doing, bro? What's everybody doing, bro? Like, come on, man. I said I'm optimistic. I said I'm optimistic to see it, because he got
believe himself. That's why it's funny. But I said Elanga, bro. I can't argue by that.
But yes, no.
Saka that much better than Elanga. Saka that much better than Elanga. Saka.
No, he is. Yes, he is.
No, he is. I was about to say that. I don't think he's that much.
You're disrespecting Saka-ish. You're disrespecting Saka.
I'm telling you now, yeah.
You man are talking about Elanga like he's dead. Like
no. Saka is a very.
You know what is Saka? I've said this many times, right? He's good at everything. He's a good rounded player, but he doesn't have that one outstanding attribute. He's just very good.
He does. You just don't see it. His mind is more mature, bro, than an average team.
And again, you know what? No one talks about when Saka. You know what? Apparently, Arsenal are so dead, but no one talks about the reason why Saka probably doesn't put the numbers and all the assists that he should do, because firstly, again, we didn't have a striker, and secondly, because everyone else is apparently so dead. Everyone just marks him, and you've seen the clips. 4 man around him, 5 man around him every single game, and he's trying.
This is why he's not signed a new contract with you, man. 2 years left. He's off to City, bro.
And as I said, I've heard that he signed it. He signed it already. Yeah. I'm saying. I said I was right about the Rafinha thing. Hold on, give. Oh my god! Take that off the screen. Come on, man. You're gonna make it.
You're laughing, yeah. I'm not saying I rate him though.
I rate Saka, but he's not clear Elanga like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I rate Elanga. I never said that. I said I'm optimistic to see what happens with him.
To disagree on that.
I'm not optimistic.
Come on, Jerry, talk to your guy.
I think Saka's good, but he's not a great player. I think Elanga, if you give Elanga his full season, you man will be seeing like pretty much the same player, just on different.
No, man.
Come on, man.
He's not clear of it. He's not clear of it.
This is craziness, bro. What the hell? This is craziness. Are you one of them guys that think Salah's better than Henry as well? You think Salah's better than Henry as well?
No.
Wait, what?
I've never seen anyone. I've never heard anyone say that.
He's equal as one of them guys. I think Salah's better than Henry because you're coming out with crazy.
Wait, have you actually heard Liverpool fans say that?
I've never heard anyone say that.
Boy, I'm not saying no names. I'm not saying no names.
I've heard Hazard.
State names, Lee. This is a safe space.
I'm not saying no names. I don't want to draw man out. I don't want to draw man out. But all I'm saying is I've heard a bunch of Liverpool fans. I've heard
Salah and Hazard. That debate even gets me mad, bro. That it's crazy.
I back Salah. I can't even front.
Yeah, cool.
I back Salah.
This is why I'm like Man United this season, bro. Because I want to see youngsters, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. All right, cool, guys, man. We're gonna move on. Obviously, Chelsea. We're gonna try to just summarize them quickly.
We need Latimus in there.
I hate Chelsea, but obviously the big news, Sterling looking like he's agreed personal terms. obviously Fabrizio
Great
Romano
signing,
reporting it. How true that is, God knows.
Nah, it's
But-
done still.
Yeah, obviously Kaz saying it's done. So how are we feeling about that? Good signing, poor signing?
It's a great signing. It's a great signing. It's a
Chelsea
great
need
signing.
step down.
Great signing.
Good sign still.
It's an amazing signing. I wish we had him at United. I wish he would suit
He's a
any
United fan, you know
He's a
that.
United fan, isn't it?
He would-
Yeah, he's a
you know
United
what?
fan.
Yes, I'm taking him, bro. You think I care, fam? Long story short, he would fit into Liverpool very, very nicely as well. Like,
Me
back
and
in
Mox should
Liverpool.
have him back, but we got corned. We got slated.
Nah, I'm
Jamaican
not taking
fans
him
as
back.
well.
I'm
You
not
get
taking-
kicked
I'm not
if you
taking
keep
him back.
talking about Raheem Sterling back to Liverpool. I have to kick you out of the convo.
Yeah, I'm not here. This is the one thing. I think this is how me and Jerry started agreeing because I'm not taking Sterling back, bro. Nah.
No way. No.
Oh, secretly, you
way.
are, man. You are.
Me
But
and
it's a good
Mox are
signing,
for
though.
it.
Swear down, I'm not taking it back.
You know the joke, yeah? You know the joke, bro.
Not for 40, 50 M's.
I'll be real with you, man. Bro. Not only don't I rate Sterling like that, bro, but I think he's gonna be horrible at Chelsea, bro. I think he's gonna be shocking. Bro.
Do you think he needs a striker with him? That
Yes.
that focal
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I think he needs a striker with him, but you know the thing with Sterling, you know what? And it's hard. You see with the Sterling thing, it's hard because as a person, and because obviously I'm Jamaican, half Jamaican as well. I love Sterling. I love what he's done. I love what he's done for the community, the whole of England, all of that stuff. But
See, he's
for
with
me,
the Prime Minister today as well, grinning teeth.
listen,
Yeah,
he's
so with the mask.
him and Rashford are going for the PM role. You get me? Him and Rashford, you get me? But I'm looking at him. Honestly, for me, like
Easily.
I think Sterling, like I like him, but he needs so much to go right for him, and the way that people need to play for him. I look at it and I'm like, is he going to work at Chelsea? I don't think so. My other thing with Sterling is I know he's very good, but I just feel like he's very sometime-ish. Like he's not like a De Bruyne to me. And obviously they're different players, but he's not like a Sane when Sane was like at his pomp. He's not a Ribery. He's not a Robin for me. So I look at it and I'm like, yeah, Sterling is good, but I'm not like that hyped over him. I'm not that worried that Chelsea got him. If I'm personally opinion, it could come back to bite me, but I don't see Sterling coming in and banging bare goals. I really don't, bro.
I think he fits. You know why? Yeah.
Better than what they got.
You know why he fits in? You know why he fits in? Because one, because the England thing, innit? You got Reece James on one side, you got Chilwell on the other, and you got Mason Mount, people he can work with, and he's already worked with them, so he's not clueless to what it is. In a 3-4-3, he already knows how to press. He does it enough for Pep. He's gonna have that kind of freedom in a role in a 3 anyways. He can operate on the inside, so I don't always need to do the outside thing unless he wants to. I think he fits in easy, but he does need a striker. Big time.
But don't you think? Yeah,
Can't be
and I'm just
I
question for all of you, man. This is the question for all of you, man. Don't you think
you
though,
wanted
like,
to fail? That's all it is, because it's Chelsea.
There's a lot that we need to ask about Tuchel because he ain't really made the strikers work for Chelsea. Now we can say that he didn't want Lukaku, but at the end of the day, he had him. If you're a top manager, if you're a Klopp, if you're a Pep, if you're a Arteta, wink wink, you make
So why
your
do you make a
strikers
Bamiyang
work.
work? Why do you make a Bamiyang or Lacazette work?
You make
Why does Bamiyang work then?
I'm banning. But you make your strikers work. You make a formation, but you make a formation that gets your strikers in there. Yeah, you make a formation and you make something different for your team. For me, Tommy Tuchel or Tom Foolery Tuchel, as I like to call him, he's got a lot to answer for this season, innit?
I've been saying he's overrated.
He's overrated, and I'm just looking at him like, is he going to make? He's overrated, and he's living off that Champions League, that hype. He's living off it
100%.
seriously.
100%.
Just to echo what Lee's saying, man, I think with stuff. What are you saying?
I rate him, but he's very defensive.
Oh,
Innit?
Tuchel,
For me, if you're a top coach, I'm not trying to see 5 at the back. That's my personal opinion in it.
Now, for me, I just want to win games.
Mourinho,
I think when it comes to that, I just want to win games. I don't care if the 5 at the back wins you games, you win. Do you know what I mean?
Cool, Jerry, then I ask you
but I
this.
still
Would you
think-
ever have Simeone at Liverpool? This is why I now ask you.
Bruv, I would.
Conte,
If it
I wouldn't
meant that
take
we
Conte.
dominate and it wins, that we win Premier League upon Premier League upon, I don't care. I just want to win.
But when you want a mix of attractive football and the
Bruv, if
accolade,
you've got good players, if you're scoring goals and you're stopping your opposition, you're winning a game of football. This attractive football is the thing that Wigan tried to run. It's the thing that Swansea tried to run, and we all saw what happened to those teams. I'm not trying to hear it. If it's getting you results, if it's
but
getting you
bro, I
results,
can't lie. If we're
That's a
winning
bonus to
league,
me.
if we're
That's a
winning
bonus
leagues,
to me.
only scoring 30, 40 goals, bro, that's not entertaining as a fact. You want the feeling as well, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you now, if you're going into games and when Chelsea won their Premier Leagues, when Chelsea won their Champions Leagues, they didn't give a toss about how they went around their games.
Yeah, but cool.
You think Arsenal cared when they drew all them games?
True. But
In the
no, but then they
Invincible
moved away
yeah.
from it. Normally, it's only for a certain period of time. Like it will be consistently with that with Simeone season
No,
after season.
but that's my caveat. If it's like you're not winning and that's the issue, that's when it becomes a mad problem because then you don't even get the basic. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I enjoy watching my team play, I enjoy my players. But if it gets you results, I don't care. If you can tell me if Simeone came in and went and won 3-4 Premier Leagues on the bounce, do you think anyone would care?
But his football can't do that though. That's why he's only ever won what? Has he won 2 La Ligas?
No, but that's the argument. But that's the argument, innit? That's the argument.
Like,
but I'm saying that if you can win, if Mourinho's shown it, he's won Premier Leagues, he won. Do you know what I mean? If you can do it and you can go and sustain the period of success, I don't care then. I don't really care. I don't care. I like tactics personally. Do you think we cared when we had Benitez and stuff?
No,
we didn't care like that. We didn't care like that. But quick one, man. What was I going to say? Because it came off my head, man. Oh, on the Sterling thing, Lee. I agree, yeah, because I feel like Sterling is a bit of a... Sterling's very, like... It's bad to say, but he gets on the end of goals because of the system that City play. So a lot of the time, he's done really well by popping up in the right position. I think Pep's really trained that into him. But in the Chelsea team, they're really going to put the onus on him. Like, yeah, take the ball and just win us the game now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how often Sterling's done that in his City team. And I know a couple games in my head, but even the game that
England,
goal. Remember in the Champions League when he scored and it got disallowed?
Because for club football, he's never been the main man. Like for club football, he's always had that Suarez or Sturridge with him, that De Bruyne, Aguero with him. He's never actually been that main man. So will he crack under that pressure?
He's going to be the main guy. He's going to be the main guy.
Yeah.
Lukaku's not there. Obviously, they don't trust what's his name, Timo Werner. They don't trust him. Do you know what I mean? He's just there. He's just there for vibes. So it's what Kai Havertz, Sterling's going to be the main guy.
Yeah, the main guy.
And there's going to be plenty of games where it's going to be like, Sterling, take us to that promised land then. Just like they did with Lukaku. Just like when they slapped Lukaku up front and they were like, yeah, win us the game. And he couldn't do it. And he only made like 1 touch or 2 touches in the whole game. It's going to be the same thing. And of course, he's going to get more touches because he's a different type of player. But I'm not sure that that's... I don't know if that works, you know. I'm not sure if that works. I think he's the type of player that they need, but I'm not sure whether Sterling works. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the Sterling thing. Like, listen, you know what? I'm gonna say something so mad, but as an Arsenal fan, even for me, I kind of want it to work only because it's Sterling. Because there's so much deep-rooted kind of affection towards the person. Like, I don't want him to win, but I don't want him to flop. Do you know what I mean? I don't want him to have like a bummy season. But look, I just don't see it. I don't see it to the point where Chelsea are going to be that different team. And again, I think like everyone puts this position where Jesus ain't going to do this and he ain't going to do that because he's not going to get the opportunities that he gets at Man City. But so what is the same thing for Chelsea? Their midfield is horrible. Their midfield is shockingly bad. So they're not going to be creating the chances that Man City do. They ain't got a De Bruyne. They ain't got a Bernardo Silva. They ain't got none of them players. So it's the same thing. You can. Yeah, no, but Kovacic ain't a passer like that, no man. He's a very.
He's got to give the ball to them. He's got to carry the ball.
Yeah, but he's not. I'm saying, but he's not going to get. They're not going to get the amount of chances, and they're not going to get the delivery of balls that he gets from Man City, in my opinion. So, look, I think the same thing can be lauded at Sterling as it is at Jesus at this current moment in time. So, for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, look, I want the brother to do well, but I'm not really too kind of sure about that one.
Yeah, man. We hear it. All right, guys. Look, we've got. Let me see how many likes we got. Let me check that because we're doing well. We're
31.
Like 31. Can we get to 40 by the end of the chat? Like, we're doing well, guys. Let's bigger up. Who hasn't liked it, smash the likes as well. Subscribe if you're new. Like, do you know what I mean? Hot topic. There's been 24 of us in the chat. We maintained it. So big up. Everyone's been involved. Spurs. Lee's favorite topic. Spurs. What's going on? How we guys? What are you saying, Ish? I know you've done a couple segments on Spurs on the equalizer and stuff. How are you feeling about Richarlison and Perisic? Jed Spence looking like that's going to be over the line soon.
They're moving correctly in it. They're making all the right noises. They're just plugging the areas that need to be plugged. They're just addressing their problems. That's what you want from a transfer window. No messing about doing one player at a time. They just move in. Got Perisic done. got Richarlison done, got Basuma done, and then they're keeping it stepping. So from the outside on paper, it looks good. And even towards the end of last season, they were the form team apart from Liverpool and City. They were right up there. So you kind of got to think that you got to be kind of wary of what they're doing. I personally think they'll be not in a title race at the end of the season, but I think first 8, 9, 10 games, I think Spurs will be there and thereabouts.
Yeah.
Then when you get obviously the group stages of the Champions League coming in, the cups, I think that's when they might start to fall off a bit. But
100% pushing above Arsenal, bro, right now.
100. I personally, I think Chelsea in that third spot.
Currently it's non-existent.
Currently, it's Spurs.
Currently, Chelsea are in the mud, bro. If they don't get no defenders,
it's looking mad.
And you know what's scary? You know what's scary? Like me personally, I don't rate Richarlison like that. I think he's overrated. But what Conte will do is get that extra 10% out of a player, and that's what's scary for me. Like what Ish said, they're just plugging where they need to plug, and I have them nailed down for third at the moment. But what always gets me is. It's just the history of the Tottenham. Like they just have it in their nature, regardless who their manager is. They have it in their nature. That's why when some of their fans are speaking title talk, that's when I'm like, they have the audacity to say they're going to finish above us. That's when I have to tell them, chill. Like that's where you're doing a bit too much. Third, fourth, I can hear. And like I said, Basuma, quality signing. Perisic, experience. Jed Spence, great right back. Richarlison, like I said, personally,
anyone's better than Emerson Royale, boy.
True.
I'm regular Don, man.
There. See that
man, like,
Emerson.
What's his first name? What's regular Don's first name again?
Emerson.
Sergio.
Sergio Regular Don. What a dead. What he's dead, bro.
But yeah, man. I just think there'll be a problem, but not no title problem. Just top four, like third, fourth.
Comfy top four though. I don't think it'll be like this season where there was all in like a scrap at the end. I think they'll be solidly third. They'll be solidly third. But I think they're still missing quality. But they need to keep Conte happy. See how Daniel Levy's loosening up his wallet at the moment. Yeah. The moment that switches up and he tells my man, you can't get this player.
That's a great segue.
Say nothing. I'm
that's a great segue because me and Lee were talking about it on his channel with Daps as well. So shout out Daps as well and Never a Foul. Conte, like they've spent well, they've done their thing, you know what I mean, cool, but there's no project involved. It's just grabbing players that are going to do the job now, innit? So you're seeing Perisic, do you know what I mean? All these type of players that they're getting Conte never stays at a club 5, 6, 7 years like a Ten Hag's going to, like an Arteta's planning to. So Lee, what are you saying? Because for me, Conte, if they don't win in the next season or two, he'll be gone. And again, and then the manager roulette happens again. When they're going to have another manager because they haven't won yet again. They're going to have a bag of players that the next manager is going to say, I don't want Perisic. I don't rate this player. I don't rate that player. And then they're in a mess again.
Quick question to what you said. I know you're going to leave, but just quick question to what you said. When you say win, you just mean FA Cup or Carabao. Like you don't mean the two big honours, right?
Oh no, they have. Yeah, in the next season they have to win something. They, whether it's FA Cup, whether conference, Europa League, whatever it is, Champions League, they have to win something. And if they don't, that's when stuff starts to get a bit murky because is Levy going to spend this amount again?
Yeah, it's not.
I think they get a cup this season. I think this is the season where they finally break.
That's what I said.
Lee is charging up his batteries, boy. I can't wait to see what
Lee, take the stage, man.
You know what?
The Spurs things too much. So
yeah, when I talk on Spurs, obviously a lot of people say it comes from hate. So obviously I'm not going to spend too long on it. But I kind of look at it more as, look, we spoke about it the other day on my channel, and obviously a lot of people have got their opinions. I cannot see them finishing third. I can see them finishing fourth. If they did finish third, that's a good season for them. I don't see them winning anything because at the end of the day, you still have Man City and the possibility of Liverpool, and I'm sure we'll get onto them. I'm not too high on them either. But look, at the end of the day, like, and that's not even a shameless thing. Obviously, I'll kind of give my thoughts on Liverpool in a bit. But for me, I look at it and I'm like, Conte has a big factor, which is we normally see in the second season that it goes tits up for him. There's something that goes wrong with him in the second season. I think the fact that they've got Champions League and Arsenal have Europa League can actually work in a positive light for us, because from now till I think November to the World Cup, I think we got 16 games and we've got all the cup games as well. And we're just going to be playing our youth players in Europa League, whereas they're going to have to play week in, week out, Harry Kane and Son. Can they do that every single game? I don't know. that high intensity? Can they put that up every season? And so every game, sorry, I don't know.
So do a lot of other teams though. They got. That's what I'm saying. Richarlison and that. Like, don't you
Yeah,
reckon that's
again,
like?
and Ram say he so nicely put it. Like the whole thing with Richarlison, and I'm not a hater. I actually do like Richarlison. I don't know why people don't like him, but I just don't think he's gonna come in and do an adequate job. I think he's a good player, but he's not that player to take Spurs to a point where, yeah, they're gonna be pushing. And for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, these players, and I know it's not about the quality, so not about who Spurs get, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, these players that Spurs have got, bro, like Leicester could have got these man. Like really and truly, Leicester could have got these man. These are some basic players, in my opinion. There's no one that's a star quality, stardust player that's gonna change it for them. And you got to think on top of all of that, Kulu, people are gonna know how he plays now. Bentancur, people are going to have more video and know how he plays now. These things are facts. These things are true. The thing that I have to rate with Salah is that he's been doing it consistently for 5 years and no one can stop him. That's what makes a world-class elite player. Is Kulu that? No, I don't rate that. I don't think so. For me, I'm not looking at Spurs and thinking that they're going to be amazing. The manager might be an amazing manager, but I just don't see them being that force that people think. And I think they're going to ultimately, even though they might finish fourth, I think it'll be quite disappointing throughout the season, in my opinion.
What are you saying, Cass?
Long day, bro. I hate the business of then, yeah, don't get it wrong, but it's just, bro, they're not winning shit, bro. You know why? This is the history of that Tottenham, innit? That's why. That's why they're not getting nothing.
Do we have to get rid of that? Because if you think about it, bro, and it pains me to say, bro, Arsenal been bottling for the last 4 or 5 years as well. So, bro, we can't keep saying
London, innit? That's what.
Well, no, but real talk.
Arsenal can't have any chat for them. You can't have any.
Wait, what do you mean? Bottling what?
I'm thinking that North London water, innit?
Nah, but you know what?
Though, 5 years.
And no, we have to keep it a buck though. Like Arsenal, obviously, and again, I can come in here and be shameless all I like, but there's times when I have to keep it real. And look, Arsenal have flopped and done some stupidness over the last 4 or 5 years, and Spurs have finished above us. I think 5 of the last 6 years. Sorry, 6 years. Apologies, sorry, and finished in the top 4. I think 5 of the last 6 years. So look, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, look, the history. We know the winning, the winning of the trophies is the issue. They ain't won nothing since 2008 other than the Audi Cup. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, look, can we keep calling them bottling jobs when Arsenal do exactly the same thing and probably to a bigger degree other than the FA Cups in FA Cups?
Wait, what do you mean?
Still got silverware to show for it. I know it's not massive. Like FA Cup, I think we all respect it, but other countries don't. Like we respect it because we grew up here. But you still got that to show for it, bro. They have nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, their catalogue looks the same as Crystal Palace's.
Facts.
Empty, bro. Empty.
That's what I'm saying.
Empty.
Yeah, facts. I mean, look, like I agree with you, man. I was just more coming from the angle of, look, I don't want to be coming in here and just looking like a madman all day, every day, innit? Like I kind of had to keep it real because Arsenal are, bro. We've been bottling, bro. Like mad. Like it's real, bro.
See, this is when Liverpool League comes out. You see him? The Scouser in him just comes out. It's all right, man.
Anyone's coming here with deluded talk, bro. You know, man, when Kopic was telling me that you lot are winning the quad, bro. So come on, let's keep it a buck, man.
Now, Lee, I got to big you up. On ASTV, when Robbie's trying to do up, Gabriel's better than Matip. Come on, put him straight. Big up for that still, because I was watching that furious. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, that's why he's never coming back on.
I'll probably do Turkish. I'll probably do Turkish next week. But I big up Robbie, man. But yeah, he was coming with some.
Big up Robbie still.
He was coming with some. But he said to me that fucking Gabriel was on the same level as Thiago Silva and the man. I'm like, what are you on?
He knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing.
I love Robbie, man. Robbie's a real.
He got real dark in Jerry's house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone dark, man. Just the sun's gonna have to set the lights. There we go.
You need to get yourself. You know what it is, yeah. In future, yeah, what you need to do, yeah, it's cheap as well. Shut everything because you got a nice place that could be dark, and get yourself some ring lights.
Bro, I've got the ring lights. That's what I'm saying. I got the ring lights, but where I'm positioned, because I got some stuff going on down here. The way it's positioned, I can only have one.
Okay, yeah. Because I've got 2 lights up there. Yeah, I've got 2 ring lights on my desktop, and I've got another big one, a tall one, just shining down on man.
Yeah, I've
in my
literally
little
got
corner.
two. I've got one ring light here, one ring light's in the other room. But yeah, like, if I bring it out, it's all mad. But yeah, man. So what Spurs? So all right, cool. What Roms ish? Do we want to chat about Liverpool before we head out, or
Yeah, hold on. So every man thinks that Spurs will finish it. Everyone
Easy.
finishes.
100%.
yeah. Everyone,
100%,
I think that's a
100%.
consensus.
I don't know if
Why
Arteta finishes
you
the
man
season.
got
I don't
so
think
quick,
Arteta
bro,
can
now?
finish
Like
the
raw, like why you man got so quick? What the hell, bro?
Bro,
I'm
look at their team.
you
Look at their
man,
team,
you my
and look at
guys,
your
bro.
team.
What's
You'll
going
see
on
why
here,
it is.
man?
The league. The only reason why I think Tottenham finish above you is because there's one factor: the manager, bro.
The
Conte,
manager.
Arteta.
And the squad,
That's
manager
it,
and
yeah.
the squad.
And yeah.
Squad,
The team
There's
is
two
not-
factors.
Spurs got
The
their
front
team.
line's
Spurs
better.
got-
Kaz and
defense
Rom,
is the
man,
same.
you man are hurting me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
Bro,
you.
just go listen to Parcelli and then the front line, bro. That's where it is right now.
That's a big tune.
He's from here as well. He's literally 5 minutes away from man. You know that whole estate
Hey,
that he's
bro,
on
you know,
a
you
corner.
choking on
It's
my
5
drink,
minutes
bro.
away, bro.
You might try to kill me on the screen, bro.
Oh man, what are we chopping up? Roms? Are we chopping up Liverpool for the man? Them?
Bro, there's
yeah.
we sing,
Come on,
we
come on,
sing
come
from
on.
the same hymn sheet, bro. We know what we need, and Daps is on me for it. You try to
What,
out
centre
me a
mid?
bit, but we get
Yeah,
that one
I see that.
position.
I
I
see
think
that.
we
I
win the
see that.
league, bro. I think we
Oh
win the
my,
league.
Roms, come
Now,
on,
I'll
bro.
say it with my chest. I think if we get that midfielder, it's what we were lacking last year. I think we win the league, bro. I got faith in my club. The way I've been thinking recently, I know Jerry don't agree. I don't know if Ish agrees, but I think we get that, clip it up. I think we get that midfielder, we win the league, bro.
Hey, Jerry,
I would
put
like
the
another
hat
forward as well.
down, put the hat down, Jerry. Put it down quick.
I would like one more forward as well. If I'm being real, we need
All right,
another
cool. So what
forward.
we saying? Like this Nunes thing. What we saying? Every man on the hype now?
Oh, I love
I've
him.
been
I
rating
want him
there's
so badly, bro.
For
I'd want him at
me,
United
I'm not
so
even putting
bad,
Wait,
Brentford
Gas,
on.
are you being sarcastic?
No, are you
Oh,
dumb?
no.
This guy is a talent. You know what's shocking? I don't know how Pelino went to Fulham out of all places.
Payinho,
Word.
Yeah,
that's
he's a baller.
that
He's
is
a
a
baller.
mad.
He's a
It's just a
baller.
piece.
Why United didn't get that? How can you? Oh
How can
my
you like
god!
DM and you need a DM as well? It was only 20 mil.
20
It was only
million? Are you?
Do they still have Seri there? That John Michael Seri guy?
Yeah. Michelle Seri,
He's
yeah.
not Nice, no,
But
not
it's
to
all-
me.
I thought
Yeah,
it's
you're
on.
right. I think he did go in knee. Or was it
Wait,
alone?
It's on.
No, that's Anguissa. That's Frank Anguissa.
No. Seri was
was a
unknown.
baller, fam.
Word.
The Ghanaian,
He's
brother.
last year.
No, it's not Ghanaian. He's Ivorian.
Ivorian,
Sorry.
sorry, apologies. Yeah, sorry, apologies.
Yeah.
Fulham
But
got
nah,
some
yeah,
ballers.
Nunes.
I reckon
I'm
this
on
is
the
the
train,
season they
man.
stay up.
I've been on the train.
Yeah, but
I've been on the train from the
I see
beginning.
Chelsea. I see Chelsea linked with him now. Still, they're getting linked to every centre mid. Milinkovic, Savic, Nunes, De Jong. Obviously, all of a sudden they need. They're in the mud, fam.
Yeah,
So what?
clinical saying
So
that
what?
Seri
So
left.
what?
Yeah.
Liverpool need one player and they're getting top. They're getting the top place. Yeah.
That's
For me,
my
two.
fault. That's not
For
these
me,
two.
two.
That's my
Yeah.
fault. That's
For
my
me, I'm saying two. I really need a forward because if Salah moves like he moved towards the end of last season at any point, we ain't really got because Mane was clutch. We're forgetting how clutch Mane was towards
Yeah,
the
we
end.
don't know
but
how
Nunes might not
only
be.
for the
But
last
Nunes
half
might.
ish.
Yeah.
Your factor that might not win you the league is
Don't go with
Nunes,
that
bro.
one. Only for the last half ish. Remember how we were
Yeah, of
feeling?
course. First half, bro. You know already. First half, I was.
Now, do what it is
on
for
that.
me,
I
yeah.
was on
Like,
that,
and I think Roms and Ish know anyway. It's like, and I've been saying this. It's more of a system thing than the players, because playing the same system has got us this close to City, but it's not taking us to the next level for whatever reason that is. Whether it's the players, whether it's the whatever, and we've changed the players now. But if we play the same type of way, for me, the evidence is there that we're going to get the same outcome, which is really, really good football, playing at a high level, but always the second best to City, just by that little point. Just by that, and I'm not talking about the Prem, I'm not talking about the Champions League. I think Champions League and stuff with Liverpool's history, just like Cass, like when you said about United maybe winning the Europa, because of that do you know what I mean that European pedigree, there's always a chance that you could go and win it.
Listen,
So,
Prem, there's no hiding in it.
always
It's
got-
38 weeks. You can't hide in the Prem. It is what it is. There's
that's what I'm
at the
saying.
end of the season.
Exactly. But with me, with the Prem, I hope Nunes and I've said already, the Nunes and Carvalho signing, I hope they instigate a change in system that allows us to play a bit different, which is more conducive to winning a 38-game season, because this running and pressing, this type of thing, it's difficult to go and win a league like that. Yeah, I mean, we saw it that year we won the league was crazy, because it was like, oh my God, like we're doing insane numbers in terms of running, in terms of goals, that we couldn't let up. And that's an anomaly. You're not going to get that every season. You need to be able to play a different way, to adapt your tactics, to be able to control games better and break down low blocks. And I think if we have a Nunes and a Carvalho, hopefully that's a step to suggest that we're going to play differently. But for me, it's more that than as opposed to, if we get this signing, then it's going to be great, because we could get a Bellingham. But if he ends up just doing the same thing that Naby Keita has done, then it doesn't matter, in my opinion. Even if he's got the talent, because it's more of a system thing and the instructions.
I hear that, you know. I do hear that. I at least want to see us be able to show we can play another way as well. Because I feel like at points last season, bro, Klopp, like there was a couple of times he done the 4-2-4 thing. Yeah, cool. But it's not even when we're losing. Sometimes I'm trying to see it. The draws as well, bro. Like we drew too many games last season. So one of them games, man could have done something a bit different. Chucked on someone like a Carvalho and who he got this season and happened last year, obviously. But I just want to see from Klopp just being a bit more adaptable. Like not every day 4-3-3 false 9. Because if he's bought Nunes to do false 9. He's got
that's my point. I don't
get the icing on the cake. Sorry to cut you, Jay. From when you've got Carlo Ancelotti after the Champions League final saying we know what they're gonna do, that just says it enough. That the fact he knew we don't have a plan B and you just know what we're gonna do shows you have to have a change, man. And the more I've been thinking of it, Jerry, I do think we know Klopp's stubborn. He probably won't, but I do feel at times in the season he will have that system change. Could be wrong, but I feel like he might.
Do you know what I wanted to ask you, man? Yeah. So, like, let's say, and I'm actually hopeful, and I believe he won't bang, and I'm talking about Nunes. What makes what's the difference between, or what puts you over the edge? Because I believe at this moment in time, as a team, as a squad, you've gone backwards, in my opinion. So, if you're now saying that one player that you've brought in, that's your main guy, doesn't bang, I believe, and I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll be looking at Arsenal and I'll be looking at Spurs, bro, because I ain't feeling the whole Liverpool hype.
Looking at Arsenal for what? What am I looking to Arsenal for? No.
I feel like you're going to say something mad. Let's brace ourselves. Carry on.
Listen, I'm just saying that I think that second place will be a lot closer to the third and fourth than to top, in my opinion. I'm not saying...
I don't think so.
I thought you were going to say we might drop out of second place. That's what I thought you were going
to No. I'm not saying you're coming at second. I just believe more or less that you're gonna be closer to third and fourth than you will be to top. Because for me, the way Salah was last season, I don't believe that he's gonna be this banging player. I just can't see it. For me, I'm not hyped on him, and I've never. But this is coming from me, who I don't rate Salah like that. So it's coming from a place of difference to others. So I'm being real. I'm holding my hand up. I'm then going to come to your midfield, yeah? And you've had issues with your midfield last season. And again, you've got Carvalho, but again, going back to Kaz's point, these are all unknown entities. Like, it's not a delusion to say that you're not going to get the title, because like Man City have Haaland. Like, come on, bro. Like that's more or less a given that they're going to bang through the league. Like they are a better team than you. Like there's no delusion about that. Like, where's the league?
I'm just going to cut the Salah.
Go on, Rums.
Just on the Salah thing you touched on, and Jerry can speak. I'm going to tell you, for me, I've said it on many streams. For me, Salah finishes top goal scorer again. That might sound absurd, but I think he does it again. And there's context to it. And I think we're exaggerating. It wasn't even 6 months. It was 4. So when he come back from AFCON, he was stinky. Most Liverpool fans will admit that. But there's context to it. To not qualify for to not qualify for World Cup and to lose your continent's final in the same fashion to the same nation, it's going to play in your mind. Plus the whole contract situation, he had 3 things on his conscience. All of them have been resolved. Obviously, not going to the World Cup, lost the AFCON final, and now his contract's sorted. He has a clear conscience going into the season. He's going to have a rest whilst everyone goes to the World Cup as well. I think he's going to be high on all the metrics. Maybe not top assister again, but he'll be up there. I think he'll finish top goal scorer, and I think you're going to see. I don't think he can better his first season here, because no one knew how he was going to play. We didn't even expect he'll be that good. So he won't better his first season, but I think he's going to have his second best season stats wise this year. Honestly, I honestly believe that.
All right, look. If he does, fair play. He's going to make me eat my words, but I'm not hyped on Liverpool. I don't like your midfield. I think your midfield absolutely stinks. Bro. Like I think it
Thiago stinks. Yeah, Thiago and Fabinho.
No. As a whole, I'm talking about your whole. As a whole, like all the midfielders you have, I think they stink. And then looking at Nunes,
We definitely got.
And then look at Nunes, and I just think that you have bought a player, and whether or not Kaz likes him, whether or not Jerry likes him, that's whatever you believe. But I think you bought a player as a panic buy because they bought Haaland, and now you said, all right, you're gonna buy Nunes. And the second thing, the third thing I look at it as, and I'm like, you bought him off one good season. That, in my opinion. That's what you've done.
Don't do listen. FSG do not do panic buys, bro.
Yeah, I was just going to say
not for 85, not for 80, mate, not for 60.
I was just going to say that Liverpool.
Okay, can you not agree though? If Arsenal had bought Nunes in the same predicament, you lot would be having all the questions under the sun. And
the reason is, but the difference is, Lee, though, is that you have a history of copping players that are dead. Same way, if United had gone now and went to go and get, but wait, it's the same way if United had gone and tried to get whoever, any big name player you want to go and talk about, naturally as fans, you're going to look at that and be like, they're going to flop it again because they've done it in the past. The fact they're doing stuff differently is the why Cass is sitting there and he's like, I'm patient and I'm sitting down. They haven't gone and tried to get a Dybala. They haven't done that. Liverpool's completely different. When Liverpool make signings, go on.
No, I was going to say the Cater thing. It rains heavy down on Liverpool. You lot get away with it because you've won the Champions League and a league, which you didn't have a big factor in my opinion. So when I'm looking at it, I'm saying Nunes. But that's your number 8 replacement. That is your Gerrard replacement. That's the guy you bought. Okay, I think someone's correcting me. You spent 52 million on this man, yeah? No. In terms of the number 8, yeah. If you lot are mocking this on reading, if you lot are mocking this on reading, I'm gonna bring up the same thing for Gerrard and this number 8 thing.
But good, Lee. A moment ago, you just told me that numbers don't matter. When I mentioned the numbers to you, you told me disregard the number 8, disregard that because at the end of the day, you need squad.
You lot bring it up. You lot bring it up.
But you told me that. So you can't run that agenda. I brought it up, but you can't run the agenda.
But you
told me that agenda's not plausible. So why are you running it to me now?
Yeah, no. I'm giving my opinion. You lot brought it up. So I'm saying to you, if you lot gonna bring it up about my club and my players, then I'm gonna bring it up for your players.
No, but you can't bring it up. I can go and say that Naby Keita hasn't got to perform to the level. And I don't want him to have the number 8. But in regards to FSG are the only club potentially, or no, them and City at the moment. Now, when they do their business, it is diligent. Liverpool don't go and smash money on players when they haven't scouted them from a year before. Just like the Haaland deal, that Haaland deal was going and was put in place from like years ago. Years ago, they were talking to him, trying to grab him. It wasn't a last-minute thing. That's the reason why, when you look at Liverpool, all the big money signings that we make are always done early. Always done early. It's never last day of the week, though, we're making a signing.
Lee, the blueprint's there. Under Klopp, the blueprint's there. Under Klopp, only Karius and Keita have been flops, bro. You can't call another signing a flop.
And Karius was a free.
Fair enough.
And Karius was a free.
It's 2 out of about 15, actually maybe not 15, 2 out of about 10 plus signings.
All right, we'll see.
So you can't run that.
If you're going off that metric, that's 20%.
And with a Nunes, we were screaming, and I'm going to say it, with a Nunes, Liverpool had been screaming about getting a number 9, and those rumblings about getting a number 9 for ages. It was talks of Haaland, there was talks of Daka last season. Liverpool had been in for a number 9. Yeah. Just because Origi weren't playing, it's not like we went and said, oh, you know what, we want a João Felix or we want to get a false 9 and stuff. We've wanted a focal point number 9 and we've been in the market for one. It's funny because you talk about, oh, he's only had one season. And I hear it. You could go and argue that. But when Haaland was available after having one season with Salzburg and Dortmund were in for him, if any man had gone and said, go and grab Haaland for 30 mil, just like Dortmund did, everyone would have been like, we can't grab him. He's only had one season at Salzburg. He's not proven. He comes to Dortmund, bangs, and then every man wants him. Same thing happened with Bellingham. When Bellingham was available for 30 million from Birmingham, no one wanted. There was rumours of talking, but no one wanted to go and spend the 30 mil. Not only because, of course, he might have not played in the first team, which I hear that, but going to United is like, oh, how can we go and sanction 30 mil for a 16-year-old that's unproven? He turns
Jerry,
up.
what you're doing is you're actually trying to compare, even though you're not doing it, you're trying to compare Haaland and Nunes. The reason why there was a little bit of a controversy with the whole Nunes maybe after one season is because he's not the level of Haaland. Haaland, we knew from the get-go, from season 1.
Not at Salzburg. Not at Salzburg.
Yes,
He wasn't
we
that
did,
guy.
man. We knew he was going to the top. That's why he was going to go Man
No, he
United.
didn't. He went to
Same thing
Dortmund.
like Bellingham.
No, but Lee, the only evidence was from Salzburg. Let's be real. You don't watch the Austrian league. The only evidence was that Anfield game, and he weren't even their best player. Minamino was their third best player.
But we knew because he was already in Norway, and we knew that he was that guy.
Lee, no one knew he was that guy, because if everyone thought he was that guy, Real Madrid would have went and just grabbed the player like that. They would have grabbed the player like that. Bayern Munich would have tried to grab a player like
that. Hold on. But he was touted to go Man United. The reason why he didn't go Man United is because he chose as his own career move to go to Borussia Dortmund. Come on, we got to get the facts right. The same thing like Bellingham. Sorry, he was meant to go to Man United. He was at the training ground and he met Sir Alex Ferguson, and then he said, "You know what? No, I want to go Dortmund." So these players.
Yes. But what you can do, if teams want to go and grab a player like that, they can do all they want and everything they can to go and grab a player like that. Tchouaméni, the same thing. Tchouaméni's had one good season. Real Madrid said, "That's the guy we want." They snapped him up before a Dortmund, before someone else buys him, and the price goes and doubles or triples or quadruples.
So are you saying that? So you saying Nunes is going to have the same kind of trajectory as Haaland or something similar? Are you saying that?
No, I'm saying that based on history, if Liverpool sign a forward for that amount of money, and any forward Liverpool have signed, he's done well. He scored goals. He scored goals. So
we got a good record forward.
Whether Nunes is going to be the best striker in the world, I'm not talking about that. But will Nunes score goals in the Liverpool setup? 100%. And I'm telling you,
Can I ask you another question? Were there as many kind of doubts over Haaland as there are for Nunes? We talk about his touch. We talk about the good things. We talk about is his finishing.
The touch thing is overrated. The touch thing is overrated. The touch thing is actually overrated.
But think about it. But Lee,
why is it always one team and another thing? When we talk about Tielemans, we talk about that.
Listen, if Liverpool had slapped 70, 80 million on Karim Adeyemi, every man would be saying the same thing. Would be saying he's unproven. He's only won one good season here. He's not really that good. He's too young.
That's why you're getting banter.
Because he's going Dortmund, no one's saying anything about it. They're talking about it like it's a great signing. That's the difference.
How much are they paying for him? They're not paying 70 million. They're not paying 70 million. They're not paying 70 million for him.
No, you're not listening to me. We're paying 70 million for him because he's gone to Benfica. I'm saying Karim Adeyemi is younger. I'm saying if we bought Karim Adeyemi for 40 million though, or 30 million, whatever it is, Liverpool would have looked at and said that is our main striker going into the season, our quote unquote, not by player, but our Mane replacement. Every man would be saying, "Oh my God, what have you doing? How can you replace Mane with Adeyemi? That's such a poor signing. I don't think he's really going to bang." But because he's going to Dortmund, no one's saying anything. How about Haller? Haller was a flop at West Ham. He done well at Ajax. He's gone to Dortmund. No one's saying anything about that. That's a poor signing. Why? Because Dortmund have signed.
Hold on, Jerry. You're proving my point right. What you're basically saying is, Liverpool don't miss on strikers. If they've been looking at a player for a long time, that they're going to bang. But exactly, you're proving my point. So you're basically going off the premise that because your track record is being so good, that the probability is going to mean that he's going to bang and do this as amazing. But I'm saying that I don't think he is, just because you're going off all of these things that happened before.
What are you basing your thing on, Lee? Because for me, if I've seen a track record of us, but if I've seen a track record of us going for big money forwards and not miss, bro, then the proof's in the pudding.
Okay, but you see what Jerry just said. Hold on. But you see what Jerry just said. He gave the example of Haller. Yeah, he was obviously touted as this amazing player or someone who was of a supreme quality. He went to West Ham. He didn't bang. He then went to Ajax and then he banged. I'm saying the same thing can happen for Nunes, but the other way. I think he can do well at Benfica. He can come to Liverpool and he can look like Andy Carroll or he can look like a world beater. In my opinion, I think he's going to look.
You have no basis for you saying you don't think he's going to bang.
Of course, I'm looking at the player. I don't rate the player. Of course, that's what I'm looking at.
So what about his 30?
But Lee, doesn't anything? Don't you think for a second? You may not rate the player, but don't you think, bro? He's going to a big club around better players, don't you think he'll get cool? Listen, forget all this track record stuff. Just you not rating him as a player, right? Cool. That's where I'm at right now. You don't rate him as a player. Do you think him going to a bigger club, playing with better players, will make him a better player?
And there's one thing you can't say. You can't say we don't create chances as well. We all create a bag of chances.
You do create chances. You do create chances. I just look at the player. I think he's a good player, but I'm not looking at this guy that's coming in and being a £70 million player. And that's another thing. You lot keep forgetting that. Yeah, he's basically come in to be partially that Mane replacement. He's come in and he's meant to be that guy to bang you to the league because he's going to be that difference. He's almost like your version of a Haaland because he's coming for the price. The price is a massive thing. Look at Pepe. When we talk about Pepe, the reason why he gets bantered is because he was £72 million, and we were expecting great things off that one season.
You think Nunes is going to be the equivalent of a Pepe?
No. I'm saying I don't rate him as a player. I'm saying two things. I'm saying I don't rate him as a player. I don't think he's going to bang. And then I'm also saying that you lot are going off the premise that because your track record of buying players and the amount of chances you create and all of these other things where you've been tracking this guy for a year, that he's seemingly going to come in and be this amazing person. I'm saying to you, I think as a basic player, he isn't good enough. We've seen things like his touches. Now, when we go back to the Tielemans thing, you man was saying, oh, he can't run, he can't do this, he can't track back. If I say that it's overrated, you man are like, no, I've seen him do that. But I can't have an opinion on that.
I told you that I think the Tielemans thing is overrated in terms of that he can't run and stuff. I think that's just that's a narrative that's been blown out of proportion.
I'm not looking at Nunes and thinking, yeah, this guy's a difference maker. I think he's coming in and honestly, he's going to remind me of bro, I don't really see a huge difference between the Origi team, bro. For the hype, bro, I really don't. I'm not that gas over, bro.
We'll put it this way. We saw with Origi, yeah, and regardless of whether you rate him or not, when he went and played and got given a chance, he came clutch, right? So if you're saying you see no difference, if we're spending 70, 80 million on a player, best believe he's going to go and play every single game. So if you're telling me that he's a like-for-like replacement of Origi, then essentially what you're telling me is that we're going to have a player that's going to play consistently and he's going to get us clutch goals.
Yeah. For the money, I'm expecting 21, 22 goals, and I need him to be instrumental in winning the big trophies. That, in my opinion.
But you know why he doesn't need to do that this season? Do you know why he doesn't need to do that this season?
Because you're cop out.
It's calm.
Exactly.
We've got goal scoring front three. It's not like you, man. It's not like you, man, who's on Jesus, where Jesus has to get goals because you've got no one else. We've got 3-4 man who will all get double figures goals. For me, first season, Nunes, get a calm 15 to 20 in the league. I'm cool with that. I'm not. That's ridiculous.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Why is that ridiculous? That's ridiculous. Salah's still getting 20 plus.
You spent 70 million pounds. No, sorry, I'm lying. You spent 62 million up to the price of 80 million pounds on a striker. If you're telling me that it's calm. No, he's coming in to partially replace Mane. How can you say that, bro?
How many goals?
Mane got 16 league goals. Mane got 16 league goals last season.
Yes, as a player though. What about the goals and assists? Yeah, he needs, for my opinion, if he's coming to be the number 9, in my opinion, he needs to be getting at least 20, 21 goals, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
15 to 20 is calm. For your first season, that's
bro.
Salah's
he needs to be doing what Mane was doing, being instrumental in winning.
Bro, yeah, I just said Mane got 16 goals. If Nunes gets 16 goals,
Mane got 20 plus league goals for Liverpool once.
Yeah, all right, cool. But he's the number 9 now. He was playing from the left wing position or left wide position.
Mane playing half the season. This is the thing. This is the thing that gets people confused.
Only this past season, context. Only this season.
This is where people get confused, though.
In his past seasons, he's going to be playing left wide forward, yeah? So I'm saying, if he's coming as a number 9, yeah? He's coming as a gunman. That's what you men are trying to say to me, yeah? He's coming as that number 9. He's just getting the goals and he's going to be changing the way you play, where you can lump it up to him it's like almost like that plan B position as well. And he can kind of defeat that low block. If you're saying that to me, he needs to be coming in as that not main goal getter, but he needs to be that sort of second in command. And if he's a second in command, he needs to be getting me at least 20 goals. I'm sorry, he has to be, bro.
No, but this is what people forget, yeah. We actually replaced Mane already in January and Luis Diaz. We were meant to get Diaz in January. We only got him because Spurs are looking at him. So we already got our Mane replacement. Nunes is just coming in because we have not had a proper number 9 since we first signed Divock Origi in
and for 62 million. For 62 million.
He's 22 years old. He's 22 years old. It's an investment. We've got an 80 million pound prospect potentially for 6 years.
Liverpool fans can try and spin it however you like. Yeah,
he can build his way into it. I'm not trying to see him. Luis Suarez as well, first season never banged straight away.
If Pepe was expected to come into the league and change the way that Arsenal play and do all of this stuff, after 1 season or 1.5 season at Lille, then I'm sorry, Benfica scoring 30 goals. Yeah, I'm sorry. For me, even if he's 21 years old, you need to come in and step up.
But
if you don't want to take,
I'll tell you why it's different. We've got 4 or 5 other legs.
Again,
when you signed Pepe, that's all you had. You didn't have anyone.
If you don't want to take the pressure off, that's a lie, because we had Aubameyang and Lacazette that scored, I think, like 20 goals, and they were the top goal scorers.
Lacazette never scored 20 goals.
No. I'm saying Aubameyang scored 20 goals, and Lacazette was known as a very good striker at that time. That's why Arsenal fans were so gassed. Come on, man. Like, look, what are we doing here? For me, I'm looking at it very simply, bro. The price plays a big factor into things. You can't sit there and say to me basically that because he's just coming to the league, because I'll say the same thing for Man City, Man United. I'm saying the same. I'm putting the same pressure on Haaland. Okay, hold on. So what? Haaland's expected to score 10 goals this season because he's 21, 22 years old?
No. With Haaland,
Haaland's not going to bang. I'm telling you for a fact, Haaland's not going to bang.
I said it to you. Haaland for them is a difference maker in the Champions League or in games when they want to go a bit different. And you saw it when they went.
You're not expecting Haaland to get me 25 goals, 20 goals in the Premier. Is that what you're saying?
He's not getting 25
I'm not, because look at their front. Look how they play.
He's getting between 20 and 25. I'm gonna admit. City's getting between
first season.
No. Okay, I'm not asking you what he's going to get.
I agree.
I'm saying to you, what are you demanding off of him? If I'm Pep, I'm
20
saying
plus feet still.
Thank you. That's exactly. Thank you.
Let's not forget as well. Just quickly. Let's not forget as well. Haaland's never played more than 30 league games in a season. So if you man think he's going to get 25 goals,
look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
You man really think?
We ain't even heard Cass's opinion. What do you think?
Is he getting 1-on-1 in the Prem? Is he getting a goal?
No, he's not getting 1-on-1. No, not getting 1-on-1. Not
respectively. I don't care.
You see that?
This is what Man United do to man. They don't want to watch football no more.
Nah, bro, I just heard bare waffling, fam. For Taz switched off. Can't lie, bro. Like, I just thought you talking about Origi, talking about he's gonna score goals, and I just heard Lee talk some sense once. When if you're spending 100 million on a man or whatever you want to call the price, I'm expecting 20 plus goals, bro.
Thank you very much.
First season, I said. First season.
First season. No, you
with 15 to 20 league goals.
18 months. He's got 18 months for me, really.
Bro.
You're crazy, bro. But it's got 4 days to get acclimatized, bro.
That's 4 days.
Keep that energy for your signings as well, yeah. That's what I'm trying to keep.
Listen, hold on, no. I've said straight up, my man, Jesus needs to get at least 18 goals in the Prem. I've said it.
He's not seeing. Jesus is not seeing 18 goals in the Prem ever. I'm sorry.
You see what you're doing. You're telling me what he's gonna get. I'm saying what my expectation is as a player.
Bro, Curb, I'm just saying.
Do you think he'll meet those expectations?
He's 18 league goals. Nah.
Okay, so I don't care what he gets. Yeah, I think he will meet those expectations. If he doesn't, then fine, whatever. But how
many league goals is getting?
I don't know if you two agree, but I rate Gabriel Jesus that high. I think he's getting between 15 and 20. I rate him this high. I think Gabriel Jesus.
I think 10 to 15. I'm big man to go.
15 to 20. Gabriel Jesus. I don't think he's been a lot of work rate.
I think 10 to 15 and a lot of work rate, a lot of pressing.
Yeah. He'll improve Arsenal, because don't forget as well, he's not going to play through the middle every game. There's going to be games where he's playing out wide and that as well. I think Jesus, you'll get.
I'll be real. I think he's gone there to
13, 14.
Stay in that 9. Would you agree, Lee? He's gone in to stay in that 9. And Ketty will probably be a sub more time, but he's gone in to play in that 9.
Yeah, I think in the Prem, because we're just talking about the Prem, I think Jesus should be getting 18, and I'm looking at Nketiah to get me. I'm looking at Nketiah to get me 9-10 goals in the Prem.
That's realistic. For you to go to the next level, that's what needs to be happening.
Jesus has come in here and he said, and look, all this BS about Richarlison being the number 9. Do you think Jesus wants to hear that? Like, come on, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, my man knows, and he said he's come to be the number 9. So he's put the pressure on himself, which I like. He said, look, I want to be the number 9 for Arsenal. If you want to be the number 9 for Arsenal, you know, he did do the same thing. Okay, it didn't work.
Pressure. Henry stuck the pressure on him in that interview. I remember they were sitting down in that garden, and Henry said to him, "How many are you going to be top goal scorer in the Premier season?" And like I was like, "I hope so. I think so. I think I could take." And Henry had to go and tell him, "No, you're going to do it." And look how that ended up. Man lost hair, and that was it.
Okay, all right, And at the same time, look, listen. If you come in and say you're going to be, I can only go what man say to me as a player, as what they're looking for. The expectations that I'm putting on my team. As I said, I'm trying to raise the level and the standard of my team. I don't know what you want me to do. If you want me to be bottom feeders and be like a Crystal Palace and be like these lower league teams, but for me, I'm not trying to be like Man United. I'm not trying to be like these dead teams. I'm trying to progress as a team and as a squad. So if I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to raise the level of my team. So we need to raise the level and raise the standards. I'm not trying to aim for even third. I should be looking at second and first. Obviously, that's unrealistic. I understand that. But at the same time, as an Arsenal fan, I'm trying to raise the standards, bro. Because what will happen is I'll keep all of these basic men in my team and just keep basic things going around, man. Like, it's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough.
Happening? You know what's happening? You see that dark place Lee was talking about when he was up in Dubai? The same thing's happening again. That room's got awfully dark. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? He's getting annoyed, saying the expectations need to rise. Like, it's getting tough, man. But quick one before we head out. I'm going to obviously run through the comments before we head out as well. But I'm going to run round. So, Cass, who do you think's had the best window so far?
City,
yeah?
Who's that? They just got Calvin Phillips and Haaland. So, yeah, definitely.
Not
Spurs,
no, don't sleep on Alvarez. Don't sleep on Alvarez.
Yeah, they got Alvarez.
Alvarez,
and they got
Madman.
They're about to get Cucurella as well.
Yeah, very good window. Wasting everyone's echoing the same thing. Are you going Spurs?
City, but honourable mention to Spurs. To be fair, City, but honourable mention to North London. To be fair, I think Arsenal. I'm not going to let City and Arsenal's done good business, but yeah, City. I agree. If you're getting Phillips and Alvarez and Haaland, it's a joke, bro. But yeah, City.
Yeah, I think Spurs. I think the reason being is because City are already a ridiculously good team, innit? They're really, really good. So there's only so much better you can get. And obviously they've lost Fernandinho and they've got in Calvin Phillips. I think it's a real good signing. But I think Spurs is taking them to a different level. It's increased their depth much more dramatically, in my opinion. So I think they've had the better window, but not by much. I think City have still had the incredible window, man. Let me just run through some of the comments before we guys head out. Guys, I appreciate everyone obviously staying involved, staying tuned in. I believe we're on like 30. What? How many likes? Let me double check.
35.
Now. 35 likes is that, man. Let's see if we can get to 40 before we
get to 40. Yeah.
Exactly. But big up everyone that's been in there, man. Let's go here. Phil saying, obviously, we don't panic buy, my friend. We actually scout players. I think that's in response to you, Lee. So, yeah, man. We're seeing that. Yeah, Phil saying, obviously, again, that he thinks Darwin will shock people. So I think you're in for a shock, Lee, personally. I do think so. I think Cass is rating him as well. So we got to be, you know what I mean? I think you got to be careful. Ricky saying, Lee, realistically, Arsenal can't get within 18 points of Liverpool with the midfield we've had. And that's a midfield that you were calling dead as well.
That's what I was just about to say. That's a diss.
Man was even saying, I'm not feeling your midfield. I'm like, bro, who's feeling El Neni, flipping Lakonga and them, man? Like, there's levels, bro. There's levels.
Oh man. Yeah, Jaskaran Sandu, big up Jaskaran. He's saying, I think Haaland is better, but you just dismissing Nunes. Yeah, I think so. I think we know that on paper, do you know what I mean? And that's the only thing we can go on. Do you know what I mean? In 24 months, in 2 years, we might be looking in and saying, raw, Nunes is way better than Haaland. But obviously, as of right now, Haaland's like clear, isn't he? Like, he's done it at the highest level. He's done it in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? The goal record's incredible. So, yeah, man. I don't think that's anything mad to say, but I do think Nunes will do well, in my opinion. Mohamed.
Hoping.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, he's hoping Nunes will do well.
Yeah, of course. All you can do is hope, innit? There's no guarantees in football. Look at Sancho, man. Look at Sancho.
Yeah, look at KO, man.
Yeah, it's true. Nah, listen, I agree. Look at KR. Look at KR.
South London bias though. Sanchez
I
gonna cook
never.
this.
First.
You think Sancho's gonna cook this season?
He's gonna cook, bro. He's gonna cook.
I know he's gonna be on them. He's gonna be on them bloody patties again. You see his belly over the summer.
That's a
We only speak facts, bro. We only speak facts. We ain't trying to get kicked out the number 10 Downing Street, brother.
Oh, yeah, Mohammed's saying if he's not good enough, why would Liverpool scouts approve of him? Yeah, exactly.
We're
exactly.
the same scouts that got Cater.
Huh?
No,
the same
we don't splash
Minamino.
splash peas like that, just willy nilly. Like we don't do that. We
There
don't
was the same
we don't
scouts that got Cater and Minamino.
Minamino was 7 million.
Rick-
That's light.
Ricky-
That's a light change, bro. Like, I mean,
Ricky
this is
said-
17, that's
Lee, you're even contradicting yourself, brother. You called us broke boys at the start of this stream, so we don't splash money.
You had Broke Boys FC. You had to sell Mane and give Mane's money to go to Mo Salah, man. Broke Boys FC. Yeah.
Bro, Mane wanted to go, bro. We didn't want to. We didn't want Mane to go. Mane was.
Listen, I hate being around broke people as well, man. It's one of them things.
Oh, Lee, man. Ricky's saying, Lee, you're going to be in the mud at the end of the season, but you're entitled to your say. Yeah, man. Clinical saying 15 in his first season is good. And that's from a City fan. So I think he's talking about Haaland.
I like Clinical. Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah. 15.
Android 118 saying, LFC fan here. Come on, man. We cannot compare Haaland to Nunes. Haaland is on other levels. What I can say is Nunes has potential, but is he going to be Haaland potential? We don't know. Liverpool have a plan. And I think that's it. I think 100%. I think Lee's analysis that it was a panic buy to somehow combat what City are doing. I think it's just a bit mad. I think it's lazy journalism, isn't it? It's a lazy fit. It's like looking at Foden and trying to compare Foden and Saka. Do you get it? It's like I don't think that's a comparison in my opinion. But yeah, man. I think that might be it. Yeah. Ricky again saying Klopp hasn't changed the way we play in 4 years and only City can match us. What makes Lee think that teams can beat us now? Yeah, man. Obviously, you're talking about us competing for third and fourth. I think that's a bit dramatic. I think when you look at it.
No. I got to correct that. Lee didn't say we're competing for third and fourth. He just said we'll still be in second, but we'll be closer to third and fourth still.
So we'll be further away from. So we think we'll be further away from City.
From first, yeah, that's what he said.
Interesting. Yeah, see, Liverpool have Jota and City have Alvarez to take some pressure off Nunes and Haaland. That's facts, Marquez.
Jota. Actually, no, maybe not, man. It's not a stream.
Nah, loud Jota, man.
Man.
They're on the Jota agenda.
He just needs to have.
I know where you was going with that one. I feel you, brother.
Me and Monts run it up, but listen, I can't diss my own player. I'm just gonna give him another year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think.
Hey, Rose, you know how he's getting a new deal, you know, after the Gomez thing is done.
I heard about that. That's a bit.
What, Jota?
Yeah.
They
extended.
Bring him to now. He deserves it. If I'm being real, he deserves it.
No, he does. It might be to sell him for more next summer, though. I'm joking.
Boys.
Yeah, Android saying for Klopp to say be patient with Nunes after spending 90 mil on him. Weren't 90 mil, but yeah. On him goes to show that we are not
in
the Haaland impact. Klopp saw this guy as an opportunity to develop. Look at Lewandowski. Yeah, I think that's a good argument though. He has a good record with Lewandowski, Aubameyang as well. Anyhow, I love Lee and Cass. It's always a great show when these guys are on. Big up. Look, Cass and Lee getting the love. So big up, man. All right, man. Listen, thank you so much, guys, obviously, for heading. It's been a longer stream than I anticipated, but it meant that banter was flowing. Obviously convo. Spoke about, obviously, the main top four. Potential top four, excluding Arsenal, of course. Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's looking interesting. I think it's probably, in terms of, in my opinion, it's one of the windows that's been the most interesting. I think there's a lot of movement going around. I think, echoing what Cass was saying earlier, I do think, do you know what I mean, come the end of the window, there's going to be a lot of, do you know what I mean, movement. I think United will make some more transfers. I think Arsenal might do. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, we have to just obviously wait and see. And I think it puts us in good stead for the next season and that. Before we head out, Cass, Lee, let me start with Cass, man. Where can the guys find you?
Well, it's in the private chat. There's a Discord chat that
Yeah,
well, me and Roms are in it.
Yeah.
I put it on the what's it called, the ticker. So it's going across the screen now on the banner. I'm gonna actually put it in
the chat's wicked, man. Everyone from around the world.
If you don't mind putting in the comments, because people can just click and it just directs us straight there.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And obviously, Never a Foul as well. There you can find me, Daps. You'll see a lot more of Roms, Lee. I think Rom's only been on a couple times now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Once
or twice.
Lee's there. Jerry's gonna be there. We're all there, man.
Yeah,
it's all one community, innit? I think there's like 130 or 140 man in the Discord, so it's kind of
wow. Really?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. So it's like it's always not everyone talks in it. 140 people per day, but you always get to see different names and the same names, and it just depends who logs on.
And that's just done something wicked. Like he makes each name a different shade of color, so you know what team belongs to who.
That's what I did, my brother. That's what I did.
That's what I'm saying. That's what casting, because people get extra fees at first.
Yeah, I do. That's why I ask who supports, and then I'll put them into. If you support Liverpool, you support Arsenal. It's all there, man.
Yeah,
you've even split into sectors, innit? Like religious talk.
Yeah, different chats for different things, man. I can't have people trying to talk everyday talk on a football chat. Like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, man.
Like on a religious chat, trying to put what country they're from, man. I'm saying I have to be in there. Like, we're not
you killed me today. Bro. How can someone say what country from? That's just it's not where you from. I was dead.
But guys, as obviously Cass was saying, Never a Foul. They're doing crazy things. They set up the movement. The streaming, the work rate's incredible. Like they're doing 3, 4, 5 streams sometimes a day. Do you know what I mean? Like all for just everything surrounding football, transfers. They're doing the Love Island thing as well. I know Daps is doing that on his side as well. So big up to obviously Daps and the rest of obviously the Never a Foul crew.
Cass, sorry to cut you. You have to do even more promo. Even though I despise your club, Trafford Tunnel as well, bro. You and Ty are doing big things there.
Yeah, Trafford Tunnel.
It's doing all right, man. But you know what it is with these shows, isn't it? Like via Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, just waiting for the league to start already, man. Because these transfer shows,
transfers and that, it gets a bit difficult.
Oh, bro, man. Sticky.
Yeah, but Cass, literally pleasure having you on the show, man. Big up.
Man.
Amazing having like United man's insight. You're real as well, so. Obviously, the chat appreciate and we saw it, and obviously getting all the love, man. So big up, Lee, man. Liverpool Lee. It was great having you on the show, man. Having another Liverpool fan on board has been incredible.
Depends on the season, man. Do you get me?
Yeah, man.
Shameless. But I respect it.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Yeah, so man. We shameless. We keep moving, man. We keep grinding, man. It's a great show. Obviously, you know Jerry. It's always love, man. Roms get me. It's always good. Kaz as well, and obviously Equalizer. Come out with some craziness, but listen, you're my guy, man. My guy, man.
I can say the same to you as well, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I swear to God, I'm just gonna leave it here. If we beat you and we finish above you this season, you man,
above who? Listen, who you talking to?
All of you, man. Listen, if we finish above you, if we finish above you, yeah, I listen. I want all the apologies to be as loud as all the madness you man are telling me right now. Innit? That's what
Forget that, bro. I'll wear an Arsenal shirt for the rest of the following season if you man finish. There's no chance in hell, bro. No, big up, respect, man. There's no chance in hell of you finishing above us. No chance.
All right, cool.
Yeah, guys, obviously. So where can the man then find you, Lee, man? Obviously, I've tried to put your link quickly in the chat as well. I've starred it as well.
Yeah.
See that. Where can it find you on the Gooner League channel? Yeah, all things Arsenal.
Yeah. So got my channel on so that I kind of just created probably about 2 weeks ago now. I got a couple of videos in there. You'll catch me on AFTV. I should be back on there next week. I was meant to be this week, but I just couldn't make it. But yeah, I'll be there next week as well. Just yeah, man, just trying to build the channel throughout the next couple of weeks and months, man. Trying to keep grinding. I got to try to improve my work rate because you're even trying to outdo me right now, man. So yeah, I got to step my game up, man. So yeah, look, I'm trying, man. So we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving, man.
Yeah, man. Proper appreciative of you coming on. Obviously, the Arsenal input, obviously love as well, man. You do bring the banter. I mean, you're real. And
Yeah.
sometimes you can get got at in it, and sometimes you just need that. You need that. Do you know what I mean?
Got the armor shield, man. Listen, the armor shield, man. I got the guns popping. I got the armor shield. You get me?
Yeah, man. Big up. And Ish, man, great having you. Obviously on. Obviously, me and Ish. Please check the equalizer out. Obviously, the @ is actually in the name.
Is that YouTube?
Nah, that's
Instagram
captions, man.
Your captions are just elite.
Yeah, crazy. Literally the best, like literally football content writing, incredible. And obviously check him out, obviously on Klopp Zone as well, because he's got his own couple shows on there as well a week, which is obviously is coming real consistent. And obviously he's going to be writing for the Klopp Zone as well as the season starts. So make sure to check out Ish, man, because I'm telling you, big things. Especially you're doing a lot of the women's games in it as well.
Yeah, a lot of the women's stuff, man. That's kind of my thing at the moment. Doing a lot of women's football content. Obviously got the Euros on just now as well. So yeah, equalizer for the captions, D-Generation Ish for the Twitter stuff, Love Island football, bit of this, bit of that, and then YouTube, Saint LFC TV. That's home right there, and then Klopp Zone as well. And then Jerry, obviously, if you have it back, I'll be rolling back through here a couple of times as well. That's been a good one.
Yeah, man, we got him signed up. We got him signed up, man. And obviously, big up Saint as well. I'm actually gonna move on to him, but big up Saint because you're on this channel as well, along with Roms. And Roms, where can they find you? Obviously, you're a regular on here.
Yeah,
but obviously on Saint's channel as well, man. So.
No, that's my socials for everything. It's not just all I tweet. Most combat sports, tennis, F1, just most sports as well. But that's my socials. Catch me on here. Like Ish said, Saint LFC TV's home. Catch me on Big Six Band. Hopefully more Never a Foul as well. You'll see me everywhere. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, man. Again, appreciate everyone in the chat. Obviously the likes and stuff. I think we're nearly on 40 as well. So big up everyone in the chat. Appreciate again, obviously Cass, Roms, Goonily, Ish, obviously coming on proper appreciate. Hopefully, obviously, I'll have you guys on soon as well, especially when the season starts. It's been the Jerry James Show, obviously, and we're at people. Big up.
Yeah.